Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Schedule Conflicts.
Bada bingus.
Wow.
We're back.
What?
We're
We're
back.
back.
We're
A scheduled
back.
conflict story.
It's bada bingus.
It's Bada Bingus Day. Everybody remember where we left
Not
off on
even-
Bada Bingus Day?
That's not. What?
It's a word.
Answer the question, Gerg.
You'll never get this out of me.
Don't you?
One
Wow.
day.
Ball.
Wow.
So,
The best part is you can't tell if that was Gob's thing or not.
Yes.
last time we left you guys off, you had just begun to lick the wounds off from your encounter with Slambo.
Lambo.
I can still feel it in my kidney.
My pancreas.
You still have a kidney?
It
I
still
have a
functions,
kidney.
apparently, yes.
But
What,
boy,
you don't?
I'm not sure anymore.
Well,
Yes, you've all washed up, you've all rested up your wounds, and have begun to contemplate your next moves. I know some of us in the party are itching to feed their hunger, some more than others.
Hmm.
It's up to you to decide what move you make next. If I remember correctly, we did leave off on a long rest.
yes.
Yes.
I think this is just us waking up then, like, because we were really fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were so happy to get that long rest.
so it's like the morning next morning, because it was like late when the slamming happened.
Yeah, it was
Slamming at
just
the
it was
slam
just
jam.
sundown when the slamming happened.
Right.
Then Calumet made her way to you guys. You all settled into the abode you have here at the embassy. It is now morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. It's nice to
Whoa.
not wake up hungry.
Did anyone get the serial number of that truck that hit us? That
What's a serial number?
What's a truck?
I do not see any numbers on this box of cereal. He's looking at it.
pours myself a box of like whole wheat grain. Just
Sorry, sweetie. All
Into
we
a
have
bowl
is
of
this
water?
new. Sorry, honey. All we have is this patented box of Slambos.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow,
Thanks, Dad, I'll starve.
it looks,
You know
it
what?
looks,
I think I'll just stick with coffee if that's alright.
looks at the box. They're slammingly delicious.
I'm gonna fucking.
Luffy would absolutely eat the Slambos.
It's like a slam jam in my mouth.
If I eat the slambos, I might become stronger.
if we ever
Wow.
get a cereal sponsorship.
Try new sanguine bites. They're bloody delicious.
Wait, that's genius.
That's actually
We actually need to write that down.
Oh God.
You know, when you
Imagine
get that
bite-sized
button-
cookies.
all 5 boxes.
can it turn the milk red when you pour it in?
It does. Oh,
Ooh.
totally.
They're all cherry flavored.
Yeah, sponsored by the Pirates of Gallius.
Write that down. Write that down, Patrick. So, what do we want to do today? I am feeling vim and vigored.
Well, you
I'm
know us by
glad
now. It's just.
someone is.
Well, you know us by now. It's another day of hard work with this electromite.
Would you like any assistance, sirs?
Yeah, I was about to offer the same.
Please,
It's
if
the
you're
least I can do.
gonna be at the electromite, you're gonna have to be working with us all day.
Well, I have nothing better to do. I am nothing special, but I can help move heavy things or pry metal that is too hard to handle.
Also, avoid getting slammed again.
That is also true. I should remain on a low priority target listing, and it
You
seems that
mean in low profile?
He just like stands to the side. Yes, low profile.
I think going over to the guild hall and seeing what we can do about these bounties wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, you're not wrong. We'll do that, and if there's still work left over when we come back later tonight, then, well,
Hmm.
I'd be
We should just
happy to help.
Well, I suppose I can just wish happy hunting to you.
Yeah, as she stands up and cracks her back. Ugh.
we do need to talk to the guards or something. Or maybe the guild hall is the place to go to ask about bounty hunting rules in this town. Isn't this place trying to be like separate and
Anti-pirate.
neutral in most
Yeah, something
things?
like that, yeah.
I'm just
Compared to
wondering
the
if
other-
that Slambo guy really has any validity, jurisdiction. I don't know, big word. In actually coming and hunting us in this particular city, or if we could get him in some amount of trouble, so we don't have to, so that we at least don't have to deal with him while he's here, because he's still around here somewhere.
At the very least, we don't necessarily say, like, oh, we just ran into this fellow. We just hear, commotion going on in town, something along those lines.
It is good to at least know the general rules and regulations of this
All we
city.
need to do is casually ask about the bounty hunting rules.
Mm.
That would be a good idea, but we must keep a low profile, for we are indeed hunted.
I think there
Agreed.
might be some supplies I could probably get over at the market. From being honest, I might be running low, and maybe they might have some crossbows that I can actually trade in for. I don't know.
That would see. I think that would be a good thing. Should I accompany you, Payne, or would you like to go with Tora?
Yeah,
I do not want to be a fifth wheel.
fifth wheel.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As he counts 5. Here.
You're gonna
I'm
be
not a
staying
wheel,
here
though.
and helping with the Ember Lights and their electromite, yes?
Well, they seem like they could use the help, even though I might be bothersome.
Then I'll
I do-
I'll I'll go with Tora. I doubt that they'd find you troublesome either way, and I'm sure that they'd appreciate the help.
It is the least I can do after giving me such genuinely good repairs. My heart is in a plum ticker right now. Tink tink.
I think if I'm being honest, we could use a bit of a break. So whatever it is that we plan on doing before Drona, Camlet, and I go out for a drink, um, we could just use to pass the time.
Yes, girls'
And-
night. I do not want to interfere with that.
I'm not a girl.
Gender non-specific night. He says as he thinks about it for a moment.
Sure.
You
Just
just you just hear one of the dads just woke.
Jabs him up with a high five. Like,
J- just to make sure that these two eat. Sometimes they get so enveloped in their work that they forget to do that.
that is good. I could clean up behind them. They do need to tidy up a little bit. We did make a bit of mess. There's a lot of blood and everything everywhere, probably still. Like,
Yeah, sorry about that.
and a lot of my fluids seem to be stuck on the table.
Do not drink that.
I cannot
I mean,
drink.
I wasn't hoping.
No, I was referring to Drona. Don't try and lick that off the floor.
Oh,
Why would
no, of
Drana
course
lick that off the floor?
If it's mixed in with oil, then of course it's going to be tainted and it's not going to taste very good.
That's why is what?
Still, why would she take? Still, it doesn't take
It's
the
such a
floor part
weird
out of the
thing to say.
equation.
Even I find that strange, Payne. And I am the strangest
Yeah.
one here.
I don't
All
get
right, how about this? Who wants to go over to the guild hall first?
it. I'll go.
All right,
Might
then
as
why don't
well.
you take the bounties themselves and take Alafi with you, and Tora and I will head over to the marketplace.
And I will stay here to make sure Lady Camulet and the parents are safe.
Understood.
Okay.
So we'll meet up later.
If you see Slambo, run.
Got it.
Yeah, we don't
Understood.
want it to be we don't want to be in the same space slam.
No, I have invisibility spells ready. Don't worry.
and I can just literally disappear.
I think Tora can do the
Alafi
same
can
thing.
pick me up and run.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true. Like a football and just start running like a Heisman.
I'm counting on you, Alafi.
What? I can't imagine many people in this world that can catch me, but sure.
I'm just
Oh
saying.
no,
I'm
a
counting
monk
on
is
you.
just
If she fucking like gets hurt or fucking dies, worst case scenario, I'm screwed.
Goes to open the
Won't
door,
happen.
slams her toe on the door frame. Ow! Got hurt, Pain. That's your fault.
See what I mean?
You see Jess goes up to there, why would you do this to her? So I'm like, have at you.
My God, you've lived this
Try it
long. All right, y'all stay out of trouble. Oh, who am I kidding?
We
You're
will.
gonna get into trouble.
Yeah.
Joust looks at them. They have a tendency to do that.
Don't end
sirs.
up in a jail cell or dead.
And we'll try not
There's
to bring
some
the trouble
realistic
back here.
expectations.
I mean, it's already too late on that front. Sorry.
Oh, by the ancients.
By the ancestors. Anyway.
All right, Joust, finish your slambos and let's get to work.
Okay. As Joust just looks at the door, this isn't over. Like that's the two fingers, like I'm watching you, and he'll start getting like a mop and start cleaning up to help him out. You know, like I will take care of the dishes. He's like washing and everything. Yeah.
More than just dishes.
Okay. I will sweep up. He picks up a nut. I was looking for that and puts it in his pocket.
With that, we'll set you off here. Let's go with Alafi and Drana.
Ooh,
You push your way through the inner gates of the city. The early dawn is casting the shadows of the morning all across the city, leaving this tall blue palace as this shining beacon you can see within the inner cities. As you're pushing
Fancy
through,
looking
you...
place.
Oh, sorry.
I was just one-lining. It's a fancy looking place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's much nicer than the outer city.
See
A
across...
little more cramped.
You could see essentially across each of the gateways and thoroughfares, just these... Every so often, just these statues of tall humanoid figures of just bearing their plate armors and their shields, further solidifying this as the city of shields.
I wonder how much it would be for me to get armor like that. More the materials to make it myself. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. I imagine the materials to make it yourself would be cheaper. It's not like we know any talented blacksmiths or anything.
Point taken.
So where are we going?
Guildhall.
Guildhall, right? Yeah.
See if we could turn in any of the bounties.
As you make your way closer to the main halls, you begin to see the early morning hustle and bustle. More refined and well-dressed folk. You see them like bundled with like scrolls in each of their hands, like several dozen that just... Well, excuse me, sorry. The crowds become narrower and narrower and sort of like chokehold into this... I would almost describe it as like convention center grounds, where you have this main open area that just goes down like on an entire hallway. Each opposite end lined with rows upon rows of doors and staircases that lead up to several other floors, and each of them are just like bustling little ants moving around, and taking tabs and taking notes. You can just hear shouting across the convention hallway of the guild hall as business waits for no man here.
Well, we seem to be in the right place.
It's definitely packed.
Let's see. Do you mind lifting me on your shoulder, see if I could spot where we would, where an information desk is, or something along those lines?
Instead of doing all your lifting, can Luffy spot anything like that? I imagine I'm a head taller than most of the folks around here.
Yeah, easy enough. There's a along the center stage you have all these main columns that appear to be the structural integrity of this large open forum. In the very center of it, you see this almost dome-like shape take centerpiece at the base of one of the columns. You see several secretary-like figures all in a round circle, like addressing the people passing through.
Oh, like Barker's at a circus, just like kind of above everybody, like talent pointing out and everything.
No, more on the level, but still, it seems to be an information hub.
Luffy just says, no, it's this way. I can see them.
All right. Well, I'll follow you. As
Mhm.
I hold on to Luffy's hand as to not get separated.
Oh my god, that's so adorable.
Is it?
She's
So
tiny.
you'd be like,
Aw.
I
Yep,
don't want
so
to get
you'd be,
pushed by the crowd.
you'd be like a foot off the
All
ground.
right,
as he's
Drana, we
carrying
don't
you.
want you to get lost. Hold my hand.
No, we just need one of those little like child backpacks that looks like a monkey attached or
So
something.
we're the two with the highest passive perception in the party. There's no way we accidentally lose each other.
I mean,
Still, it's
Oh, we're still holding
funny.
hands. That's fine. It's definitely funny.
It's very cute.
Luffy leads us up to this particular point and just tries to get attention. Hello there.
Yeah, you eventually get the attention of a female tiefling, hair tight and tied back in a nice prim and proper manner. Just yes. What can I do for you?
I just have some questions. My friend and I here have some questions for you. Is like I like the lift Drana. We were holding hands. Just hold lift her so she can see over the desk for a moment, and then set her back down.
Yeah, I'm just holding on, letting it happen.
Occupations?
Adventurer? Is that fitting? There we are.
Yeah,
Mercenary company, second band. I don't know.
mercenary company.
Well, I'm afraid I don't have anything on adventurers guilds or mercenary companies. That's strictly prohibited here in the walls.
So there's no chance we could turn in bounties here.
No, I'm afraid we don't have bounties. Most of our jobs are done with the city guard or otherwise civil servants. Or, I
So
suppose,
let's say
in better terms, good deeds.
interesting. Let's say hypothetically you were a bounty hunter and you were to attack someone in the street here in the what town are we in again?
Moorhaven.
In Morrowhaven.
Here in the city of Shields. If you were going after a bounty, that still wouldn't be a good thing, would it?
Depends if they have the proper permits.
papers, please. I don't know.
If a criminal who is outside of our jurisdiction ends up within our walls in our cities, we would have to have the proper paperwork done in order to make sure that criminals from outside of the city-state are put into their proper custody with the proper people.
That sounds really interesting. Drawn any other questions?
Right? If that is how it works around here, what if a criminal is taken care of inside the city walls, and would you still contact the proper authorities br- to bring to for the person to be able to achieve the bounty that they have claimed from the body?
I am not quite sure what you're asking. If a criminal from outside is caught, we find out their place of origin and help deport them back to that location to be handled by their own proper justice system.
Fair. And if that place has no justice system?
Like where?
Gallius.
He sort of like gives you this squint-eyed look. Alias does fall under a different set of rules.
Olaf is going to lean down to Drana and say, "Aren't the bounties issued by falling fire?" Did I cut out?
No,
No.
I heard you.
Okay.
Hmm.
We would certainly not send criminals back to their criminal locations. If that is what you're trying to get at.
All right. Just out of curiosity. Thank you.
Drana, roll me an insight check.
Alrighty. Insight is +8. 20. Unnatural.
30-20.
Your first roll for the session.
The mention of Gallius has made this tiefling incredibly nervous. If there was a silent alarm button under the desk, you feel like she would be pressing it right now.
Oh, ma'am, you misunderstand.
Hypothetical.
We have bounties from there. We are not wanted there. Which is why we came to ask about the bounties and where best to turn them in.
The bounties are issued by Falling Fire, correct?
Yes.
Then that is where you would turn them in.
Yeah, but
But that's far.
yeah, they would decay by then. That'd be
It's a
hard to
long
tell.
ways off. We were hoping to get it. Yeah, okay. No problem. Thank you for your help.
You
Yeah,
are the adventurers, after all. Adventure away, then.
Thank you. Since you happen to deal in other business, do you happen to know in where I might find the dealing in raw materials for metalworking? Blacksmithing
Uh,
specifically.
the Smithies Guild will be up on the third floor, third door to the right.
Thank you.
And here's a
One-
totally not work-related question. In a lot of towns, there are betting rings. Anything like that here? Or is this place a little too uptight for that?
Damn.
Is gambling prohibited here? Is what my friend is asking.
Gambling is only allowed in the designated areas within the merchant.
Merchant's quarters. Thank you.
You are trying to
So-
start a gambling ring of yourself, we would have to do the proper paperwork necessary for you to legally do that.
Oh, no. No. Nothing of the sort. I'm not clever enough to do that.
Very well.
You have a good day now. Olaf is going to start walking away.
As am I.
I mean, I'm dragging you with me, so.
At this point, there's a
Haven't let
line.
go of your hand yet.
There's like a line formed behind you. You see like a little gnome next to Drana.
I glare at the gnome.
What did the gnome do?
Nothing. He was standing behind us.
He was probably staring at your butt.
Yeah, probably.
Hard not to.
As you're walking away, you just hear the gnomes are like, "Excuse me, where's the bathroom?"
That
For the 5th time, Joe, it's there. I bet a few people are like out of townies.
as we're walking out, Olafi's just gonna like speak fairly loudly, honestly, just loud enough so that Drana can hear me over the din, which means anyone in the near vicinity can hear me. I like this place. Feels very, I don't know, posh.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Uh, do we want to go to the third floor, third door on the right, just to see what the pricing is on raw
Oh,
materials?
right. You wanted to buy some stuff. Yeah. Here, we need to get to the third floor. Are the stairs to the third floor clogged?
Um, about every 30 feet or so down the hallways, there's another like metal spiral staircase that leads up to multiple different floors.
I guess the next important question from my end then is there like open space above us? Like if we were to just, I don't know, do some
Jump
magic and jump, would we be able to make it there?
You may certainly try. This is a very, very large vaulted room. A third floor in this place would be considered about 50 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, arch
I'm
ceilings
just
and
thinking
all that.
if there was like so just confirming you can't see like all the way to the ceiling in the one spot, like all
Oh
the way
yeah.
to the top.
Oh yeah.
Do you have an idea?
Yeah, I think just walking will be fine. I don't mean to. Looks left and looks right. I'm not sure I have the running space to get a running jump anyway.
Fair enough.
I'm just not. I don't know. I am already feeling like I just want to get out of here. That's all.
Understood. Apologies for taking more time.
No, that's fine.
As I guess we climb the stairs.
It takes a while to just scurry through the crowds. Sort of like get yourself up like foot to foot with each of the steps on the spiral staircases. There's people in front of you, people behind you.
I would always try and avoid spaces like this. It's way too easy to accidentally have someone bump into you and discover that, oh, look, you're not actually a dwarf. To be fair, I'd always have to be ducking. I was wandering Durandal.
Fair enough. What was it like there? I've never been. Only heard stories from my pops.
Well, I've only existed during the Giants' time, but I have other, like, stories from, well, Durandal, from Morgrant, that tell me of a time when it was. I guess there was also a structured society kind of like this, but it's just much less, I don't know, packed in.
You would
Despite the
think,
city being the city, uh,
you would think inside a
for
mountain would
me,
be packed.
you would think so. But when the city is built for giants, the dwarves actually have a surprising amount of space. Yeah.
Fair enough.
With that, you
On a side note, living with giants sucks, though I'm sure that was obvious.
eventually make your way up to the top floor. The crowds sort of teeter out and start making their little corridors to their respective guild hall rooms.
We'll be able to get down real easy.
Indeed. I am. I'm kind of. At this point, I'm going to try and start like pulling Alafi kind of excitedly toward the.
Like a kid who saw a toy store and the parent doesn't want to bring him in. Like, no, we're just looking. Come on.
Nah, Laffy endorses this behavior. Let's go.
I'm just putting on my sandals. Let's go.
So
Dad Luffy?
up on the third floor, you head down to that third door on the right she mentioned, and you see these large wooden double doors. It sort of has the mine pick on one end, the bars all smelted into their respective metals on the right side of the door.
All right.
You-
I'm
Sorry.
no, sorry. You first.
I was imagining you were already pushing your way through those doors.
Oh, yes. Yes.
As you push through, you're not sure what exactly you were expecting, but it probably wasn't an office space like setting. Far beyond the mountains and the mines and the smithies and the hammers, you just see what appears to be this long desk space, several various different workers with little satchels, little bags. You see them just pulling raw materials out, placing them on delicate scales. Each of them just weighing and factoring, and just this most incredibly tedious, bookish work. One in particular stands out as the center stage, this large, broad-shouldered Goliath of a man. This long, spindly mustache. He's like sort of tiny reader's glasses, sort of like on the tip of his nose. Bald head and these like tribal markings just going down the top of his skull. He sort of just has a sort of like bottom lip just burst out as he's just like delicately like dropping what appears to be like little bits of gold ore onto a scale.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
Or
morning.
good morning. Um, I I am a new smith in town, and I was wondering if I could purchase some raw materials from here.
Purchase, you say?
Purchase or trade, either works.
Well, what were we looking for? 20, 30, 100 pounds?
Uh, I would say 30 would be plenty. Uh, actually, may I make a I guess would it be nature check for this or blacksmithing tools check for for how much to make a full set of plate?
This would be an intelligence check using your smithing tools proficiency.
So okay, so intelligence plus smithing tools, got it. Uh, oh, so plus 5.
Suppose
10?
And suppose I need to specify what raw material are we looking for? Iron, steel, adamantine,
Mithril.
mithril. See him like starting to look through his ledger books and just phew! Big book, this huge listings of all the different materials he's gotten over the years. It seems he has like this history book going back to when he first founded this place. One second. Let's see. Fanning his giant Goliath fingers through this insanely large book. He's going, here we go. Oh, 30 pounds of it. And you see him, like, taking this, like, almost like brass looking weight, setting it down on one side of the scale. And you see him just beginning to, like, pull out just this sort of like golden sand in one hand and just starts pouring it down on the other side. Eventually the scales sort of like even themselves out and eventually tells you 30 pounds of raw mithril. Probably net you around 3,000 gold.
Interesting. I may be willing to purchase that before I leave the city. Thank you for your time.
He sort of just like hands you a scroll and he's like, if you wish to make a purchase on bulk like that, he just hands you the scroll and is like, sure you fill out the proper paperwork.
Will do.
You can
As
bring that
I
back to
take
us at any time at our working operations.
Thank you. I turn around. I don't know how to write. As she walks away.
Oh no, is
Oh
Joust the
no,
lit?
baby!
Is Joust the literate one? Oh no.
A
Not
pirate
true.
coming
can't
from a
read.
pirate town.
You can read, but you can't write.
I
Oh,
mean,
you poor thing.
writing was
Her
a learned
handwriting
skill,
sucks. There's a reason she's called Draw Gnaw.
Draw.
Oh,
no.
She's like Captain Knuckles. She can't write words. She just draws pictures of a deer, like Dear Joust. It's like a lance. Like,
27 episodes in now, the pun is revealed.
Oh my
Shut up.
god.
Nobody realized it. I told
Nobody
God
realized this until now.
Get it in the comments, folks. You heard it here.
Ah, I feel so
Christ.
stupid.
I believe with that we can scoot
Yeah.
on over to
Meanwhile, at the market, at the other
Just-
place.
One other thing that happens, Elafi doesn't feel like taking the stairs or waiting for people, so he absolutely grabs Drana and jumps from the third floor.
Oh,
Just slow
God.
fall, either off of whatever pillars nearby or off the side of the building. If I can find an outside window, would be perfect.
There are no windows in here.
There are no windows. This building sucks. Elafi like says this as he's looking around for a window.
the only exits are the large archways that sort of make the main thoroughfare that you came in from.
Wonderful. Drana, hold on.
Okay, Aladdin.
And by
will do.
by jumping, you're going to be jumping into the crowds below.
Slow falling, but yeah.
Put it this way, I'm not worried about your fall damage. I'm worried about their landing damage down below.
No such no, Elafi's too nice to worry about crushing someone. If there's no gap in the crowd, he's gonna sigh.
Building sucks, and then it
It's
pans
filled.
away.
There's no space. There's absolutely no room to move or breathe in here. Okay.
Let's just keep moving.
With that
And
unfortunate
cut.
news, we move over to Torin Payne.
So that's what you said to him, right to his face.
I mean, of course.
Mm.
Made sense at the time.
The fact that you can actually get away with something so crude in the Feywild.
Oh, no one pays attention there. These, not like they should.
Mm. Not like they should. Interesting.
What, are you taking notes now?
Mental notes, yeah.
Oh, let me know how that goes.
I've got nothing to really just come up with any grand theories just yet. So
Grand theories.
I kind of like not knowing. Gives it a
I
bit
mean,
of air of mystery, you know?
yeah, a little mystique never hurt anyone.
Yeah, joust.
Achoo. I did not know I could sneeze. It's dusty in here.
Anyway, would you be on the lookout for anything, or are you good?
I mean, after the last encounter, I might be keeping my eye out for just about anything.
I mean, aside from you know who.
I'm okay. Look, at the risk of cursing myself, I'm pretty sure I would see that is just. I'm pretty sure I'd see that bright green armor coming. He's not the stealthiest.
True. Let's just hope we haven't jinxed ourselves. Anyway.
That you continue your walk through until you make your way into the market proper. You see a lot of commotion going on as they are finishing the final touches of the carnival that is in town. The criers are working double time to advertise the event, handing flyers out left and right, doing small little performances across the vendors and stalls.
Where did they say that they were from?
Elias,
Yeah, but which town?
Dragon Bloom.
Specifically. Dragon Bloom.
Far.
Alright, now my curiosity is piqued.
So, what would
So
y'all like
if
to
this
do?
is from Elias, if all this setup is from Elias, how much does Tora actually recognize?
Give me a history check.
History. Okay, 16.
16.
Not bad.
With how many performance arts are birthed from Elias every single day, it's no question that performances are a dime a dozen when it comes to that country. To have one as successful as this one last as long as it has is nothing short of just pure dumb luck. So a lot of the things you recognize are things that have been pulled and referenced from decades ago. Certain colors and tabards and the way that some of the performers are dressed. They have been doing the show for many years.
Just traits I'd recognize from the area.
From Dragon Bloom specifically,
Or not, maybe not Dragon Bloom specifically, but just Elias in general.
mm-mm.
Gives me a
It's
Barnum and Bailey vibe.
yeah.
Mm.
Its designs and structure sort of pay this deep homage to the founding god queen that has birthed Elias in the past centuries. So a lot of the colors and designs are reminiscent of the capital city, as well as the hometown in which this traveling band has been doing for many decades. You're seeing a mix of both the culture that came before and after, as well as the Fae, such as the Queen's unity of Fae and Eos culture.
That's certainly reminiscent.
Payne is now listening intently.
You don't have to lean in like that, sunshine. I could just tell you.
Just making sure that you know that I'm gauging my interest.
Well, since your interest is so rare to catch, it's actually pretty rare to see one of these performances succeed. To actually have the money to travel around and explore their craft to the rest of the world. Um, most of these, most of these are dime a dozen. As soon as one is made, another takes its place. One gets updated, so another one updates, etc., etc. And they mostly eat each other.
Mm. So
Huh?
dog eat dog kind of shtick here.
Uh, a million fish in one pond.
Ah,
I'm actually surprised one with so much traditional color actually survived. It's actually a lot of familiarity here.
you wanna check it out? Just real quick? I mean, while we're here.
I mean, you just want to go to the carnival.
Listen, considering the shit that Alafi has been through, he could use a break. Second,
Okay, sure. Okay, so yeah, this is for a lobby. Okay.
okay, so I've never been to a freaking carnival before, and
There
maybe
we
I'm a little bit
go.
curious. Shut the fuck up.
Just looking for some honesty here.
You know, honesty is never really our style, now is it?
Doesn't mean I can't look for it once in a while. You're curious? Yeah, let's go look.
Okay. I'll be there to make fun of you if someone recognizes you.
Yeah. You can see in the early morning they're getting set up for all the day-to-day ongoings that'll be going on, almost like our modern Renaissance fairs.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
You can see all the makeshift tents getting built up, the more refined structures, the main circus tent being brought to life.
The big top.
Yeah, the big top.
Very Barnum and Bailey then. Very.
You can see like all the signs and the flyers, just like one night only, the Burlesque Brigade. That doesn't take too long for the eyes to notice some of the carnival games that might be going on here. You see like long tables and chairs for like food and drink eating contests. You see dirt dance floors. You see stumps where logs are going to be set up. An arm wrestling table. One of the more particular ones you see though appears to be like these three baskets that are set up, one each further from the other, and as they're like hauling these like almost like apple baskets out, you see inside them what appears to be these small sand stuffed sort of like plush dolls.
Oh my god.
And
Okay.
the dolls appear to have these like long ears with these like button eyes and like stitched mouth. You just see this dragonborn character just like hauling them up and setting like several of these plush dolls out couple feet away from the boxes.
Okay, so the baskets are part. Can I tell the baskets are part of the game, or are they actually like containing these dolls?
Give me an intelligence roll.
Sounds like a prize bin. But
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
maybe. Ooh.
Yeah, 19.
19.
Nice.
This appears to be a strange bag tossing event. And the effigies of what you're tossing appear to be goblins.
Goblin toss.
Goblin tossing.
No,
Just a bag of wriggling goblins next to a bunch of plush stuff. Just...
now I'm sad Drana's not there.
Of course, none
aerodynamic
of this stuff
drama.
is open too early yet. You're just seeing this all getting set up.
Oh, we're absolutely bringing everyone here to play this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Besides,
really
Brad's
never,
like- Sorry, what?
you've really never been to anything like this.
Not that I can recall, no. I think I'd remember
Sheltered.
something like this colorful.
Sheltered.
Maybe? I don't know. I mean, considering the circumstances that I do recall, wouldn't be surprised.
You at least know what a carnival is, right? You know, there's rides, there's games, there's food that is most likely going to take years off your life. Oh, if you had one.
I'm sorry, what's a carnival? Huh?
Huh?
Focus.
You're gonna have to explain this carnival.
We're just setting the line of how much you've been sheltered.
Yeah, I know. No, I know what a fucking carnival is.
Good. Well, once they're all set up and everything's open, we'll have to come enjoy one.
I just want to enjoy a carnival, though.
You will. At least
But
I-
how?
Oh, let's not.
By having fun. You hear like the dragonborn from afar, just like,
You guys are loud.
Listen, I'm only teasing him.
sure, as you see him like get in the squat position, look behind him, and you see him like suplex a goblin over his shoulder. Like one of the goblin plushes to see if he's lands it in one of the baskets.
I was testing it.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
I've always heard that there were like knife tosses. Something like that.
I mean, there's always a...
The dark trick shots are getting set up over on that side.
Ah,
Or
there we
points
go.
across the way.
Finally some sharp objects.
Not too sharp,
mean-
but gotta keep them a little dull for the.
Fair enough.
I'm just picturing a little kid getting
So-
his eyes shot out.
slightly dull knives for the kids.
Oh, yes, of course, of course. I don't know, I feel like a child should at least have a knife by the age of 10.
Okay. How about we finish a lap around? And then go see how many we can drag here.
Oh, I'm sure we'd be able to drag the entire crew, Camelot included.
You really think she would go for this?
I mean, if nothing else, there's a crowd, she could wander off and then come back.
Would the crowd be thinned in that time?
No! She'd only need one.
We're gonna, like, guide Pain farther down the road away from the Dragonborn.
Sure, sure. Are you doing like a perimeter look around the carnival while it's getting set up?
yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why don't you both roll me 3d6?
Oh, okay.
Oh. Didn't expect that. All right.
7.
7?
Oh,
Wow, you're
Almost,
just
almost maxed that. 664.
Impressive.
So 16.
The carny blood in you, Tora. That's what it is.
We rolled my birth date. How the fuck?
You heard it here, folks.
Happy birthday.
Yay.
a birth.
Hey.
Happy birthday.
Bit of a ways off, isn't it?
Eight months off, but thank you.
So, from your little excursion, you can see that there are loads upon loads of different games and different carnies setting up all the little minute details of this. Just off of your run around, you see there might be over 25 games plus the main event. Some of them,
This is
some of them feats of strength, some of them just goofy little wacky activities. Some just look like tugs of war with your wits. Some have whole little fields and sections set out for themselves. You do see a makeshift hedge mage that is currently being developed as you see this sort of green-skinned character, these long pointed ears, with this long wooden staff. He's sort of like pressing the staff between like the cobbles. And right before your very eyes, you just see him constructing a hedge maze.
You're not afraid of getting lost in there now, are you?
I think I'll be okay.
Good, we're doing that.
Oh, of course you'd want to sneak around.
I'm sorry, have you met me?
Yes, hence the quip.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. I wish they had sharper objects to play with, though.
You play with sharp objects all the time. You can afford to play with a few dull ones today.
Sharp enough.
Because it's Tora, how many games look rigged?
Give me an insight check.
Insight. Oh. Okay, that now I'm rolling low.
Double fours.
Most of them just seem like fun little kids games. The ones that appear more obviously rigged are the ones you would notice from con men, you know, like sort of like the cup and ball games that they just rearrange around, card trick games. Like stuff that you know by instinct is built to take your money away. Aside from that, the more bigger games don't, whether from just like lack of experience, you don't know if there's like a catch to some of these, like the barrel running contest or the giant boar rodeo.
Oh, this is exactly what I needed after yesterday.
Hey Gup, are
Yep.
there any fortune-telling stalls?
There is a fortune telling stall.
Is it the same fortune teller that we saw in Gallius, is my question.
Oh, please tell me it's Madam's room.
Well, you don't recognize a tent from Gallius because it was mostly just all wooden structures in there.
Well, to be fair, there was no tent in Gallius anyway.
Exactly, so it's hard to tell whether someone's a fortune teller in there or not is going to be the same person because it's a built-up, closed-off tent.
Hmm.
But it has the usual motifs, the hands, the crystal ball, the all-seeing eye in the center.
pain kind of lingers a little bit, just looking at it.
Still on about that.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Laffy picked up something off about that last one.
You mean the one who knew your name without us saying anything?
My given name, yeah.
If you're that curious, we'll get it checked again. Maybe this one will actually have a little bit of insight for you. Just understand a lot of these are just cold readings and might not lead to anything.
Yeah. If you're there to help reel me in, then that'd be perfectly fine. I don't want to get my hopes up.
Yeah, if we're gonna come back here when everything's opened up, I'd rather you focus on just enjoying yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Didn't mean to fucking, bring the...
I know it's a big deal. All right, don't have to always go looking for it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil myself on whatever else might actually be being made over here, so shall we head over to the market and see what we can pick up before heading back?
We should make this trip a little bit more practical, yes.
Yeah. Still need to fucking get some things.
As you're all about to move on, you hear the crashing of a cart. And the scream of a man. Stop that thief! My apples! As you just see this like
delicious.
like this slender like teenage kid just sort of like runs with like a whole like bushel of apples under his arms. It's a whole cart of apples just spills across the carnival floor.
You got any spells that can help that, or
Is he running toward us, or like how close are we to this?
He is running towards you, about 15 feet parallel from you, like to your right. Sort of running in the way where like his large tunic is sort of like becoming like this makeshift bag for all these apples he's busheled.
I'll try tripping him, you try holding him.
I'm gonna try to quick polymorph him.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Go for it.
I guess I need to make a wisdom save then.
Go for it.
Take some apples, become a squirrel.
No,
Yeah, no, that
not
definitely
squirrel,
failed.
turtle.
That's an 8.
The commoner, man. Come on.
All right, what are you turning him into?
Turtle.
Yes, turtle. It's going to be my go-to because it's easy to catch.
So like as he's like running with these bushels, his arms just like begin to shrink down. The apples just fall out of his tunic as his body just like lurches forward with a shell now growing on his back, and eventually just morphs into a little turtle with little apples bobbing around him.
I'm gonna walk on over and pick up the turtle.
Or slides card back into jacket pocket.
You're not very good at the stealing game, now are you?
Turtle noises. Like its little legs are like dangling up in the air. It's like trying to shake a little bit, but you just You just got him in the palm of your hand.
A lot cuter this way.
Kids. What are you gonna do, right?
Okay, where's the cart owner?
He's
Oh,
about
right there,
about
I
a
think.
couple dozen feet away.
Just saw you turn your kid into a fucking turtle. Oh.
Should probably go return this turtle from where it came.
Thank you for your help, but
Where?
he tries to like bring his cart back up. Starts like dusting off the apples that fell.
Yeah, sure. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, we'll take care of this turtle problem.
You're welcome to some apples if you like. They were going to be used for the apple bobbing contest. Can't have dirty apples now.
You can wash them off, it'll be fine.
But they will be in water for the bobbing,
Exactly.
so they will have to be washed off.
Yeah, exactly.
These apples require my utmost attention, and I am very specific about the details of that.
Yeah, they require your utmost attention, so much so that you forgot that someone was stealing your apples.
He just ran up and knocked over the cart. What was I going to do about that?
Keep your eyes on the apples, I suppose, but...
And they spilled.
They
Like,
spilled
I will-
everywhere.
I will pick up a couple apples since we were invited.
well, no sense in wasting perfectly good apples. Like,
I swear this is almost as bad as Gallius.
Couldn't be that bad.
well, guy,
Worst case scenario, you only dealt with the turtle. Just be more vigilant next time.
Or just like reluctantly nods as he goes to collect the rest of the apples that fell.
Just looks over to Tora, still holding the turtle. Well, shall we?
Yeah, we shall.
And we just walk on out. I'm holding the turtle on the way out. At least up until the polymorph wears off.
that's for like an hour.
Yeah,
For how
well,
long?
it's concentration. So like once we're out of the carnival, I'll probably just break it.
Yeah.
Just gonna hold on to this, walk out of the markets, and just cut it.
Yep.
I will give Payne a heads up that I'm doing this.
Yep.
You don't want some teenager just arms.
No, I'm gonna grab him by the ears once he turns back.
Hey, what? Ow! 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 Ah.
Now, that wasn't very smart now, was it?
What's it to ya? Just
Look,
a
if you're
couple
gonna
of
be
damn
stealing-
apples.
Yeah, look, if you're gonna be stealing some apples, fine, but the golden rule is not to get caught. You're not very good at not getting caught now, are you?
Whatever. You gonna let me go now?
He's acting pretty snotty considering we should have just handed him to a guard.
Yeah, we still could. Could turn him back into a turtle. We
Oh,
can hand him over to the
come
police.
on!
This is the thanks that we get for not writing you out? No.
Doesn't matter. Wouldn't be my first time.
Oh, you're really bad at this, aren't you? What's your name?
But you care.
I don't. I just want to know anyway.
Candace.
I mean, I would call for an insight, but I kind of feel that's bullshit.
you don't need insight for that.
Okay, I'm gonna call you Candy.
And you can blow
stealing
my
candy
candy
from 'em.
nuts.
Stealing candy
See-
from a baby.
See, that's why, because you're so sweet.
She just let go of me as he like tries to reach for your arm that's got the ear.
I'm just gripping his ear tighter.
So are you really that desperate for apples, or was there a motivation behind that whole display there? Were you trying to cover up for something, or what?
I'm hungry.
Then you should have said, "May I have some apples, please?" You know, like a good boy. Honestly, apples are
Or
not
you
even worth
could-
stealing.
Or he could try to be nice to him, seem to get me more apples than you.
And honestly, if it were nicer to us, then we'd feel like sharing, but now we just really don't want to.
Oh, how generous of you.
Look, I'm hungry too, but you don't see me stealing every single fucking garbage apple that I see.
Looked fine. Edible at least.
They fell in the streets of Gallius, trust me, they're nothing. They're not sweet at all.
At this point, he's just pouting.
Look, like we said, we don't even care that you are stealing them. Just keep in mind, even if this isn't your first time getting caught, could always be your last if you get in the wrong situation. So at the very least, try to get better at it. And I'm just gonna hand him both of the apples.
Fine.
I let go.
Jeez. Like rubbing his ears, he like jogs away with 2 apples.
Next time we might not be there to save you.
No appreciation.
No, none.
Kids these days. So,
Alright, shall we head to the market?
Absolutely.
Alright.
stopping?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, what are we looking for?
I am looking for a crossbow. Short or heavy, I don't care. Either one. Something that I can use to trade my short bow and arrows.
Are you looking to trade with them?
Yeah.
They've got several. They've got the hand crossbows, the heavy one, the light ones.
Let's look at the light crossbow.
It's a simple ranged weapon. It's pretty much 1 for 1 with the short bow, though. Considering yours is used, they might be able to trade it with short bow plus 20 gold.
Let's see, how much silver can I convert into at least another 10 gold? I have 270. And how much is in a single gold piece?
10. Is always in increments of 10.
Okay. So that's at least 100 silver for another 10 gold, right?
It's 10 silver per gold.
10 silver per gold.
So yes, 100 would be 10 gold.
Okay.
Take that silver and move the decimal point to the left.
Okay. So, yeah, we can do that.
Right.
So then I'd just be a crossbow. And how many heckin' what is it?
Bolts.
Bolts does it give me? Or do they give me? If I trade in my arrows as well.
They only do the bundles of 20. And
Oh, okay.
if you have arrows to spare, they do a 1-for-1 trade.
Okay. Then we'll do a 1-for-1 trade of arrows and heckin' just trade in that.
Yeah.
So
And nice and easy.
that's actually now a 1d8 for piercing as opposed to a 1d6.
80 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Alright, anything else?
How much for the bundle of bolts, just in case?
It's a gold piece per bundle.
Okay, then we'll go for one bundle.
Alright, you get 20 more crossbow bolts.
All right. I will be set for a good while. All right, that's it.
Payne then missed every single shot.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, fucked up. Hugh Morgan Freeman. It was at this moment that we knew Payne fucked up.
Shut up. All right. Yeah, that's it.
Alright. Tora, was there anything you wanted to do here?
Do we have any kind of magic shop that might have the ink I need?
Very much so. In fact, Alzamora would have that.
Oh yeah, the lovely
Ooh.
man Azamora, who was a sea elf, right?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know why I keep thinking Triton in my brain. I don't know why.
Very close cousin. But I try wouldn't take insult to that.
And that is true. That is true.
I mean, we might as well be return customers if I'm gonna go get anything.
I mean, it's a very nice shop too.
Mhm.
Support local businesses. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
The familiar sights of the water pipes that create the foundations of this humble shop. A humble. Like a glowing beacon in a square. Welcome back.
Oh. Hard to stay away from a place like this, right? I was actually wondering if you could supply some high-quality ink that I may use for copying down a few spells.
Oh, but of course, of course. How much ink were you trying to get?
I need about, say, 250 gold worth.
That should not be any problem. He swims back down beneath and across these like watertight sealed scrolls are these almost like the size of a soda can, these sort of inkwell bottles. All corked up and tight. Grabs a couple of them and swims right back. A little wet, but the ink is nice and protected.
Then I'm okay with a little wet. Yep, I'll hand him the 250.
Fantastic.
I was also curious, how is your eye for identifying things?
Sort of like tilts his head and gives you a grin. Please. I'm the one who doles out the recommendations here in the city. my duty to make sure I know a magical item when I see it.
Good, good. I do have something I'm carrying around, and frankly, I'm tired of lugging it. I'm gonna take out the large jug we picked up.
Oh, the alchemy jug, presumably.
Large jug with multiple corks.
Ah, I know this one very well. Of course, it does come in certain varieties. Let's see which one we have here. He starts not only like counting the corks, but taking note of the colors of the corks. Let's see what that one. Say, this one's very particular. It's not the normal one, it's not the standard. Someone must have been playing around with their own. I don't even know what that one is. As he sort of flips his fingers about, you see he casts Identify. Oh.
Oh?
Oh, indeed. So, alchemy jugs are very particular. Just sort of like shakes the bottle and you hear the sloshing like, sure, it may seem like it's holding one thing, but it's actually holding various different things as he points to each of the corks. This one's the fresh water, this one's salt, this one's wine. But it begins to deviate a little bit. I've never seen this red cork before. But my magic is anything to go by. I believe this one creates a gallon of blood.
Really?
This one right here, like, normally, it's very bizarre because normally these would all be various liquids. But this one, and he points to one that has like these, it's like almost like a white painted cork with polka dots on it. This one appears to be pouring out candy.
What kind of candy are we talking about?
Okay.
I don't know.
So, I have an alchemy jug that has been customized for both blood and candy.
And other things.
I do not know where you found this, but it is quite the unique find.
Tora, where did you find that?
Oh, I picked it up from somewhere I can't recall at the moment.
I think it was on the island, right? With the beholders?
I don't think it was that far back.
Hmm.
You picked up from the Basilisk treasure trove.
Right.
Correct.
That's it.
Correct.
That's about right.
Not that Tora would remember that.
Yes, and ordinarily this one would have been where the beer is, but instead it's apple cider.
Huh.
Whoever commissioned this one has very particular tastes.
No kidding.
Say the least.
Are you trying to part with it, or just something you just wanted to know what it did?
Well, now that I know what it does, I'm not entirely sure I want to part with it.
Up to you.
I'd say keep it, see what we can use it for. Is it possible that any of those particular chambers could be emptied out and replaced with something else?
Not in its current state, no. We would have to disenchant it and then re-enchant it with all new orifices, so to speak.
Hmm.
So, is it a finite amount?
Well, it depends which ones you pull out. This one would do about 8 ounces of acid. This one would be a half ounce of basic poisons. This would have been the apple cider, but it's now 4 gallons of apple cider. We have the gallon of honey. This one is the candy one. This would normally be mayonnaise, but now it's candy. We have the
I prefer
oil.
that, to be honest.
We have the oil. The vinegar one here was replaced with a blood one. Then fresh water, salt water, wine. The usual candidates.
So mostly the same, but 2 different. Pretty
Mostly
much.
the same,
Can I
but
just
at least 3 different variants.
So,
Ah.
just for the sake of argument, if I opened up the wine cork and poured the whole thing out, it's just done.
A whole gallon would pour out, and
I'm more curious if it would replenish, because I know some items can do that.
it usually restarts on start of the day. Usually around dawn. But once one has reached its limit, it's reached its limit.
Interesting. Yeah, that's actually a lot that might come in handy.
I agree.
Suppose it's all yours.
Oh, thank you very much for that.
Anything for a return customer.
Oh, and it will keep me returning.
Anyway, we should get moving.
Ah, yes, take care of yourself now.
You as well. Yep. We'll take our leave.
as soon as we're out, I want to just briefly look at the flask that that Toro got identified and just like sniff the blood that's inside the red cork.
You open the red cork
Mm.
and nothing comes out.
The fuck?
Like, do I not smell any blood in there?
I mean, you see something sloshing in there, but
Is it just empty?
I mean, something's sloshing in there. I'd rather not do it right here in the middle of the street.
Tora,
Yeah, I'm just.
or I would say your passive intelligence, she never named the liquid she wanted to come out.
Ah.
I just wanted to smell what.
Yeah, that's usually how alchemy checks work.
So, it's not as simple as just pull cork, pour out.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not pouring it out. I'm just trying to.
You
I'm
just-
trying to
you-
smell what's in it.
You just have to tell it what to do. Again, not in the middle of the street, because I don't want to explain why we have, in Payne's ear, all of this blood.
Put the cork back. Fine.
Very well.
I'm starving for something else. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Tell you what, look, we find a private place, we'll see what it is.
So back at the town. Yes.
Likely.
All right.
And with that, all return back to the embassy, your own respective pace. You see Joust in an apron and a bonnet just cleaning the house around.
Well, the dishes are finally done. And after Joss is like kind of cleaned up and everything like that, what he would want to be doing is actually like trying to watch exactly what they're doing, seeing if they need help, but kind of like almost like Bicentennial Man, just be almost like diagramming what they're writing down like in a book. It's just like like kind of drawn like that, like interesting.
Give me
Because
an
he
in-
wants to get in the habit of learning things by writing it down so he can't forget it.
Give me an intelligence roll.
Yes, intelligence. Simple 2. And average.
This method of forging is a lot more foreign than the traditional methods. It appears what they're working on is this large magical discus that almost acts as the kiln, the forge to the flame, where you lay the material on it to get it heated up, but it's got this just almost like blue glow. Like imagine those what do they call them? Like those glass, like the burners of an oven, but it's like the glass surfaced ones.
Oh, like a convection oven.
Yeah.
Kind of like yeah.
It's just a glass stovetop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
But
functioning in that same
magically heat
purpose
it
with
up,
a
right?
like magical blue flare to it.
Right. You like can't just have a smokestack through here and everything. It's magical. Right. Makes sense. So I was like,
Granted, there's still a lot of steam and smoke, but it appears to be getting ventilated out somehow.
magically. Yeah, Joss is just like kind of doing that, and then like picking up pieces that they don't need, like helping keeping it clean as like everyone's coming back in, and I'm like, welcome back, everyone. Did we
Thank you,
accomplish
Joss.
our goals?
So, how'd the guild hall go?
There were so many people.
Well,
Too
this
many.
is a city, a lot.
I almost couldn't walk.
You would think it was a fire hazard.
Oh, it probably is.
Yeah.
I've
By
been
the
to
way,
plenty of cities, been to plenty of towns. Nothing like that. That damn building, nothing like out in the streets here. I hate it.
Well, it
So
is a compact
constricting.
area.
Can't move.
there's no chance of us turning our bounties in the city. Turning the bounty. Anyway.
I was afraid of that. And Alafi, if you did not like there, you will definitely not like Fallen Fire. Just like nods, like shakes his head.
I assume that you have room to walk down the street in Falling Fire?
He like you see a far off look. Not really. It is even more cramped and even more hustle and bustle than this city.
As long as
That's
the
the
people are
case.
actually moving. We'll have to see.
I
It
mean, if
is.
that's the case, then it's easier for us to blend into the crowd, but at the same time, it seems like our last resort might just have to be our last resort.
Yes. If you are looking to acquire those bounties, that is probably the only way. If not, we can just get rid of their heads and be done with it.
That
Like
seems
for
like
us
a
to get the
terrible
money.
idea.
There's
I'd like for
way
us to get
too
the
much
money
gold.
from these. Yeah, no.
Gold
No.
is so valuable for you folks, it'd be terrible for us not to get our hands on it.
And imagine what we could do with that money.
You're right, I could have 2 hats.
More than just
Yes,
hats, Joust.
yes, Joust. You could have 2 hats.
You could, and then some.
Joust likes to think like a Team Fortress 2, like just a bunch of hats stacked on. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
every
what we
hat
spend
can
it
grow
all
more
on hats.
powerful.
With that kind of money, you could get yourself a platinum emblazoned top hat.
Oh my god.
That is a fancy hat. But yes,
No
I
one
have been
def-
trying. I've been trying to keep it busy while Camulet is busy in her room.
Sleeping, no doubt.
Well, yes, I suppose.
Going to Falling Fire is not going to be easy if we really want to turn these in.
That is correct.
Maybe we worry about that tomorrow. I don't think that we're in the right
You guys,
state to do it.
I could there's one. There's an option.
What?
Elafe seems to shift for a moment. Like this vision, like if you were staring at him, it's like he blurs, and then suddenly Slambo is standing in front of you.
Ah,
Don't fucking scare us like that, Jesus.
I could theoretically. I'm not sure how long I'd actually be able to keep that voice going.
Here, let me help you with that. It's more in the cadence, Alafi. It's like the voice changes to Slambo. Yeah.
It'd be under his name, but we could theoretically cash these 2 bounties like this. I could walk in for a day, pretend to be Slambo, be like, "Hey, I got these bounties," and then leave. Just an option.
Well,
Since I can do this.
that's not a bad idea, to be fair.
I will tell you one thing, Alafi. It would be the most dangerous thing you have ever done in your life if you are caught.
But it would
And-
also be very brilliant if we could get away with it.
That is
And
true.
we also know that Slambo is a notorious bounty hunter who goes for big game. So no one's going to question it.
Mm-hmm. And who's
That
gonna
is-
fight me, right? What are you gonna do? Stop Slambo? I don't think so.
If you have the proper identification, it will be easily done at Fallen Fire because they
So-
do check for that.
How do we counterfeit that?
Forgery.
Okay, but how do we
Or-
forge that?
I am not a forger. I do not know.
We would
You
need.
try-
We
I
would
looked to my dad's. Not. They're forgers, technically.
That
Not
not that. Not that.
Excuse me.
Not that kind.
I believe we mean in document manufacturing, Jana.
We would
Proper
also need.
identification.
We would also need an example of that document in order to capitalize on this idea.
That we
And
can
yeah.
get.
Well, the Kingdom of Fallen Fire is a very progressive state when it comes to administrative changes. Perhaps the identification has been updated since I'd last have seen it.
Hmm.
Which means we would have to steal it off of Slambo himself.
Perhaps.
That
Or
would be
we just go to
impossible.
Fallen Fire. Just shrugs.
Or, say that we do attempt to steal the documents off of Slambo and make forgeries out of them. How do we do that without getting caught and without getting our faces slammed into the ground and turned into paste?
Do it in the center of a crowd. No one would notice.
Except the fact that we stole his identification paperwork.
He would
It's too
notice that.
risky.
No one else would.
Either way, that's putting the horse before the carriage.
Yeah,
So,
probably.
Why do we have to even impersonate Slambo? Why couldn't we just be some random nobody who comes in with both of those heads?
because the bounty hunter aspect helps a lot with the disguise.
That is true.
And
Notoriety would be important.
and apparently bounty hunters do have effective certificates. at
That is
least
correct.
With paperwork.
From what I have learned from this city, and of course Fallen Fire, administrative paperwork is the key. That is why Fallen Fire is one of the #1 capital cities. Our paperwork, although in triplicate, is very thorough.
If we're gonna get into Falling Fire, Slambo is still our best ticket. Either he works with us, or we just take his papers.
Or, that is true. Or we just go there. We should be able to procure a travel visa.
We have a teleportation there through the college, but that's about it.
That is true. Once we are there, we are known fugitives, and the Mage College would be of course the word is required to report us, or else commit high treason. And that,
Either way, when we go there, we need to be very fucking careful.
oh
Or we
yeah.
can just, hold on for a while.
Either way, my head is spinning thinking of all the possibilities and parameters.
I mean, the spell that's keeping those heads fresh, we can recast that, right?
I look at Drana. I do not know. Do we need to like turn it over and do it on the other side? I don't know. Is it
I-
two heads go out? Is it like
I-
rotating a Tupperware? Do you have to swap it out every now and then?
I'm unsure. I've never had to cast it more than once.
I'd rather not have to find out.
Imagine
all
if
the
like the
same.
whole week of rot
Ren-
just came back the moment it stopped. Like, oh.
I really would not want to find out.
Especially not here. I just mopped that floor.
Either way, this is a solution that we would need to figure out for tomorrow. And I would expect to try and, do this tomorrow. Because quite frankly, we're still kind of reeling from yesterday.
Yeah,
that
I am
is
still
true.
pretty sore.
I did have few things I would like to check out, but they are not important, and I can pick up that hobby at any time.
Speaking of things that we could check out, Tora, want to tell them what we found?
Oh yeah. So that whole carnival we passed by on the way into town, it's just about set up and it's looking amazing.
Oh, good. What is a circus?
Carnival.
I said
It's
carnival.
carnival.
Oh, so it is bigger than a circus. It is a full-blown carnival. I see.
It's not so much a size matter as a focus of entertainment. Less big tops and more games and, well, frankly,
Games
food you
and
shouldn't eat.
performances.
Hmm.
I
I
do like
see.
a good performance.
Excellent, put me. I see. That would be entertaining, but I do not know if Camulet would be so ideal of the hustle and bustle about that. She seems very reserved.
She
Yeah,
could use
that's
that to
the
her
trick here.
advantage.
Well,
I would be fine.
I mean,
You see, is like
ah, ah,
you just see her spotted by her door.
Evening, Camelot.
evening.
Lady Camulet.
But seeing as how you're not throwing money in the air like it's nothing, I suppose you weren't able to get the bounties.
Unfortunately, not. Not yet, anyway.
Wait, we must more.
Indeed.
We might have a proper venue for you, Drona, and I to get a bite to drink. And then some leisurely activity afterwards.
Nothing like some sloshed drunkards in a carnival to satiate the appetite.
I
And
mean,
there'll be a sweet aroma to it.
if you want your preferred flavoring, then we should wait till they're all passed out after the show.
That is when I will meet you at the carnival.
Understood.
So then, don't let me
I'll live-
stop you.
You sure you don't want to come along?
Sun's
It's
still
not
up,
nighttime yet, dear.
Fair.
It is near in sunset, but it is still quite bright out.
Though to be fair, a carnival's usually more fun at night.
That is true. If we needed rest, we could just go tomorrow.
I believe this
no,
phrase is
it's
one
one-
night only.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that definitely changes our plans then.
So,
How much is it going to cost? You said
not
money
that
is
much, I'm
important.
sure.
Did you not check the price? Surely you would have
It's-
seen that.
It's usually by event. Getting in is free. Doing everything around there, that's where it starts getting expensive.
I
Yep.
see. Also, is there any potential shows? I would love to see an entertaining show.
They were setting up a
get
big top. I'm sure they've got
Mm.
something in there.
Well, I don't know who Top is, but he sounds pretty big.
Oh, it's a whole variety of different shows from what I understand.
I see.
So, acrobats, clowns, daring escapes, magicians, that kind of thing.
Ah, So it is just like the theater group I traveled with, but on a bigger scale.
Something like that, I'm
Traveling
sure.
shows,
Hmm.
silly
see.
music.
It sounds like fun.
Yes. It sounds like I could just be myself there.
Yeah, we deserve fun after the day we had.
Yeah.
I suppose getting clotheslined by an armored gauntlet does rear you up for some fun time.
Oh, don't bring it back up.
I still can't believe we took you out in one hit.
You can't believe it.
I saw you get shot and you didn't go down. I don't know what to say about it.
The bullet only went right through Tora. This one went right into his sternum. This punch.
I'm gonna lean over and just grab the alchemist jug and just like look at the red cork section
Easy.
of the bottle again.
Easy,
Oh.
sunshine.
Oh, I see you found the jug. Did you find out any information on it, Tora?
Jeez.
There's supposed
Jeez.
to be some different kinds of like liquids in here.
I'm gonna yank the jug back from Payne.
Hey,
Look,
just want to see
look,
what's in there.
look, sunshine. I know you're thirsty, but control yourself.
I've been drinking nothing but donkey's fucking viscera for how long now? A little over a month? You know what that's like? That's like eating the same food every single day.
I would not know what that is like, Payne.
It's like doing the same thing every single day.
That sounds like fun.
It's maddening. I
Oh,
need
he would
something
love
else.
office work.
Oh yeah, hippie pants.
As you see, Joust like has a sudden like almost like when when Malcolm is like, Dad, I'd like to like skate it just like that. Like goes around, he's like, I always love office work. Like turns like paperwork is key, sir.
Well, at least let me see what's in there.
Okay. Who has a container?
I have a glass right here. I had just washed them, and it sets like a glass cup. Here you go.
That'll do just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Just take the glass.
Doesn't need
Alright.
to be a lot, just a little bit.
I mean, it's like pouring out of a big V8 bottle. This jug.
Yeah, it is
Alright,
a
jug.
12-pound jug.
It's a big old pitcher of blood, basically.
It is. A good comparison would be like the football, like the big Gatorade jugs.
Oh, like the Gatorade.
God.
Like the Gatorade
Oh, God.
top, yeah. Yeah, it's a big old. Those alchemy jugs are big.
All right. So, all right. Okay. Alchemy jug. Can you give us some blood for us? I'll uncork the red one.
Yep. As you say the name and uncork the bottle, the sloshing sort of turns into that guzzle as the blood begins to pour into the glass.
Alright.
Oh boy,
Say when.
cranberry.
I'm
Cranberry juice.
gonna just sniff it, just to try and
Yeah.
tell what kind of blood this might be.
Give me a nature check.
Okay, give me a
Yeah.
moment here.
I'll cork it back up once Payne's.
Yeah, before
is it
before it
weird, like-
overflows, you just sort of tilt it back and
Yeah.
pop the cork back on.
Is it weird? I like to think Payne's doing like the whole like sommelier thing, like smelling the
Just
blood
just
glass.
just let it happen. Just let it happen. It's fine. 4. I have no idea.
After exposing yourself to the donkey's blood for so long, just the bloods sort of just meld together in your nose as like the same thing.
Ugh.
Your mind is already in that broken state of just like blood is blood, blood is blood. It doesn't matter.
Oh no, she drank too much blood, and that's all it is.
Alright, fine. I guess the other way to find out is just chug it.
He takes a sip.
Right? Give me a con
Can I
save.
tell? Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Oh. Alright.
this is bad blood.
Oh, no,
Alright.
Oh no, this is Taylor Swift blood. It's bad blood.
Nat 20, baby! Total of 22.
All right.
Ooh. I guess you really did need some blood in you.
Yes, he did.
As you drink this blood, it gives you this fresh, invigorating feel the moment it goes down your throat. Until you begin to feel this burning sensation. It's sort of like a dry wine. It sort of like dries up your throat. It starts burning. But you're able to like quell this feeling enough to just get the blood down. It's definitely not human. It's no creature you've ever tasted before.
Some kind of monster blood.
Oh man, hopefully it's not like Canther people.
Whatever it was. It's like... How else to describe it? It's kind of like drinking alcohol and having that burn in the back of your throat.
So
Ooh,
you
spicy
say,
blood.
I was about
Something
to say,
like that.
spicy blood. Label that on the jug. Spicy blood.
Sure, why not?
I can't say
would
I've ever
not-
drank blood like that before.
Nor have I. It's not bad. It's definitely a refreshing taste from donkey's blood, but I don't think it would be safe to try and make this into the sauce. Maybe as a last resort. But other than that, no.
He just like gets up to go in and wash the glass.
You can keep that one at this point.
I'd rather not.
I will take it. It's just like,
Go ahead. I don't care.
I mean, I always take souvenirs when I go to an inn.
This isn't
They
an
don't need
inn.
the bed. Well, they don't need all the bed sheets. Just like pulls the bed sheet off the
You,
bed. and
you think
stuffs
we
it in
just
trash.
emblazon our logo on these and say, "Come to our nice little embassy suite"?
And
Yeah,
just,
no.
just
no.
thinks about it. It's
I'm
like,
just gonna
right.
keep this and just wash it.
That seems
Right.
like a good idea.
I'll wash it thrice.
Meticulously wash that glass.
Yep.
So now I believe we are all in agreement to go. But sirs, would you like to go, or are you going to be too tired after a long day? I'm sorry I was not more help with you.
Well, too tired and still too much work to do.
Of course. Would you like us to pick you up anything? Some food or a souvenir?
Did you
Well,
make
I-
sure they ate lunch?
Yes, they did. They did. Were insistent I did not cook for them, but
We
I
had
did
our
make
usual
sure
mushroom stew.
It
It's
smelled
been a while since we've
delicious.
had our classics.
Fair enough.
I counted 3 different types of fungus.
How you get the potency.
Mmm.
But no, I
You
mean,
don't
if you
have to-
you guys collect souvenirs, feel free to bring one back if you like.
Of course. I will get a stuffed animal for the lady.
See Camelot raise her eyebrow.
I think she
I
can do
raised
that.
I raised my eyebrow.
What?
Actually,
I-
no. Actually, go ahead. See what stuffed animal or stuffed toy you can find. I'm sure it's gonna be absolutely nice.
I will make sure to endeavor to find a gift for all of you, my friends.
Do your best. Just don't
I-
empty out your pockets too early, okay?
Oh, I do not have much money, but I can figure out a way.
Anyway, shall we go?
Yes, I believe
Absolutely.
we should get there.
That's for all.
Love this music. Play it.
Rude again.
Upper Duke tab. Brought to you by the critters at Critical Role. Please support their official release of music. It is literally
Heard
all
they-
the songs in my Spotify playlist.
Nice.
For
I heard
2023.
they have, like, I heard they have a game in the works too, or something like that.
Oh,
Ice
please.
Cream cookies for Taldore.
Bag cookies
Yeah.
for Taldori. Make Gob Cannon.
Could be Basilisk blood.
Maybe.
Spicy.
Guessing dragon's blood.
Dragon
Might
blood.
be. I don't know. I
Ooh.
couldn't tell. But either way, it's not something I'm going to like chug anytime soon.
It's
And
a
either way,
sip-
I don't think that Pain would be satisfied. I think he needs human blood or some kind of humanoid blood.
Oh, okay, Hamilton, you've never been satisfied. We get it.
So, as the day turns to dusk, the torch lights emit their fiery glow across this marketplace, which has been nearly but all cleared out, surrounded by torches, like torches stacked on the cobblestones, divided by this sort of this like net fence. Just, you know, something that could easily be put together and torn apart real easy. And the festivities are surely underway. The loads of entertainers, you see fire jugglers, you see sword swallowers, dancing, singing, little quick caricature portraits of someone just like doing like quick little sketches of people for like small silver pieces. And plenty of games. Boy, we have lots. Across we see long tables for ale drinking contests as well as pie eating contests. We have a dance floor for a dancing contest, stump chomping, arm wrestling, face slapping.
Oh, please tell me there's like a stare down the Cyclops. Like,
Face slapping, you say?
The
I mean, that's a competitive sport now. Like,
With an entry
It
fee
is.
of 5 silver pieces, the first place wins a badge and a barrel of mead.
ooh.
And you're starting to see all across like these contests this sort of unique brass coin they're calling badges. It sort of has this this snake in a figure 8 in the center, and between the two holes between the snakes, you see one of an owl and one of a phoenix. Alafi, you recognize these as badges that have been used in these carnival games for years.
Standard fare, this.
These brass coins can be exchanged for special prizes at a little unique kiosk.
Ah, so they're fun bucks. Got it.
Oh, Laffy will share that knowledge with the group.
Ah,
I wonder if
each-
anyone I know is here. Actually, no, they'd be like 60 at this point. Probably not.
Each
Okay.
each contest has their own rewards, but usually the top rewards are badges as well as a unique prize to go along with it.
mm.
We're supposed to keep
Well,
looking.
everyone, do we all want to go to different games, or what should we do?
That is just the beginning of the list of games you could play here. Log tossing, magic tricks, horse racing, goblin tossing, giant boar rodeos, dragon racing, barrel running contests, the storytelling contests, greased pig catching, archery ranges, sheep shearing, a shell matching game, dart trick shots, an insult contest, a debate contest, a game only known as the Hungry Bugbear, a contest of knowledge, a hedge maze, and a game called Mud Hand Egg.
Oh, is that like rock, paper, scissors?
You'll have to play to find out.
Oh god.
No, the Mud Hand Egg contest you see as an entire field open for it.
Oh, I think it's the thing where you're running with the spoon and the eggs on top of the spoon, and you have to keep it from falling.
You see someone already at play, 2 teams of 3, each entering this playing field. It's filled with like waist deep thick mud and 2 buckets placed on opposite sides. The players surround their bucket, and at the beginning of the match, you get this like egg-shaped leather ball that's thrown in the middle of the field. And the goal is to score the ball into the enemy's bucket 3 times before they do it to you.
Oh, so it's like a soccer-esque kind of game.
It's like a mud pit football game.
Oh, rugby.
Okay.
It's a rugby game. Got it.
That could be a lot of fun for us as a group.
Yeah.
Is there a team size we see over there? Does it happen to be 5?
It has to be 3.
Ah, it's very damn.
It's a 3
feel-
versus 3.
Honestly, Drana, Payne, Alafi would be pretty good at that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
What about our magic though?
Magic
That
is
was
strictly
pretty
forbidden in
Ah,
these
okay.
contests.
Yeah, just taps on the sign. No magic.
Yeah, it's standard at carnivals too. Magic kind of
Yeah.
messes with the way the games work. Should have
You
seen.
know.
I used to run a game that was well, I say used to run a game. It was like a challenge per se, where it'd be like, beat the strong man, and I would be disguised as any other random thing for a day. But always make yourself look like Pain, basically, pointing at how frail you look.
As contests are going on, the criers are beckoning you to each of their contests to test your skills or just have some fun.
Well, I see one that I would like to do. Should we all split up a little bit and then maybe we all convene back for a show?
I'd say we convene for a game and then a show.
Well, yes, all right. So
I
we
think.
all-
I mean, if the three
Yeah,
of us want to
there's-
do the effectively mud wrestling, well, you two can do your own thing nearby.
Honestly,
sounds
there's no chance I'm going to miss Sunshine doing his first carnival game.
Well, you will do that. I see over there. That storytelling contest has got my name on it.
How deep is the mud?
Well,
Alright,
uh,
get me near the dots.
considering
Let's
that
go.
this is based on the average height of a human, waist deep
God.
would be considered about 2.5 feet.
Oh no.
Drana would
Drana's
have to
head
do-
is just going to be above. Hey, I would balance out my stealth checks.
Well, you just stand near the barrel and don't make anything come in. That's it.
Guard.
No, I'd 100% be the goalie.
Mhm.
But I kind of want to see the goblin. I kind of want to go to the goblin tossing, even though you know.
We can do multiple games.
The goblin
Yeah, yeah,
tossing.
yeah.
Contestants must throw 3, quote, goblins into one of 3, quote, fireplaces. Which are these holes in the ground that have been dug out for these baskets.
Oh, they look like little fireplaces. Oh, I get it. Oh, that's nice.
There's a
Well,
big
that seems like
Rana would be offended by this.
Yeah, I was gonna say this game's not offensive at all.
there is
No, not
there is
at
a
all.
big hole worth 1 point, a medium worth 2, and the small one at the very end is worth 3 points.
Hey, one of these goblins kind of
So-
looks like it has like little purple glasses. Oh, that's cute.
Hey!
The entry fee for the goblin toss is 1 silver piece. And it is being run by a silver dragonborn.
So that man would know silver.
I have plenty of silver if you all need it.
I think we all have lots of silver. Don't we all have like hundreds?
Alright. Tora, shall we head over to the dots game?
Yes, let's see you do your thing.
I'm going to go slap someone's face off. Oh wait, they said no magic. I probably can't get Morgran's help.
No.
Oh, I know
Morgran can't
Morgran.
play.
It's
He's
so
gonna have to
sad.
bench.
Yeah, Morgran just said that he's really disappointed in that. Never mind.
Sorry.
Ain't no face slapping.
Laffy, like, kind of like, just squeeze your arms. I think you could slap pretty well with those meaty hands.
I
The
see-
spirit arms are really.
I see
Where it's
dart
at.
throwing. Alafi, you said you're going to do the slapping?
I wanted to check with the captain, see if there's anything she would want to do.
You know what,
now to
yeah.
follow them.
All right. Was there something?
Would you like to do something, Trona? I would like to go to the storytelling thing, but I do not want to leave you by yourself. We are friends, after all.
Sure, I'll follow along.
Well, I mean, you are the captain. Where would you like to go?
I'll follow you, Joust.
Oh
we're,
boy.
We're relaxing. Rank means nothing here.
Rank means everything, Captain. As he says as he turns and like.
And as
goes
captain, I
together.
say rank means nothing when we're having some R&R.
Well, that supersedes the second rule. As he like kind of walks forward. All right. Hold. You see, he holds his hand. Would you like to hold my hand so you do not get lost, Captain?
Sure, and I grab like one of his gold fingers.
Yeah, it's awkwardly cold, and then it's just like I think his
It's
hand pops up
adorable.
for a second. He's like, "You can screw that back in as we're walking." Oh, sorry.
Oh god, what if I find Slambo at the face slapping?
Oh,
Okay, you would have already
5
noticed
minutes,
this,
little man.
All right, so you head up to the dark trick shot contest. Contestants will try to perform 3 trick shots in a rapid succession using these throwing darts that,
I'll be right back.
and it's going to be 1 dart per trick shot.
Got it.
Essentially, there will be 2 red apples thrown in the air in front of the contestants, and you must make 2 ranged attacks to hit them both.
Seems simple enough.
You can make 2 ranged attacks, or you can make 1 ranged attack at disadvantage to try to hit them both at the same time.
Ooh.
And
I think I'm gonna.
well,
go ahead.
these are the 3 trick shots. Like, there's 2 apples with two knives, 2 apples with 1 knife, and then lastly, a basket of green apples is thrown in the air in front of the contestant, and you must make a ranged attack to hit only the red apple amongst them.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with the third.
Well, you're doing
That
all.
sounds like fun.
To
He gets
enter,
to
you're
do all
doing all
3.
3.
I'm gonna do all 3. Let's go.
The entry fee is 10 silver pieces or just a gold piece.
Okay. All right. 10 silver. Got it.
Ah, yes, and what is your name?
Damien.
The great Damien is about to show us a test of skill.
Well, I'm gonna certainly fucking try.
You hear a distant shout, "Good luck!"
All right, you have 2 of the darts in your hands. I have 2 apples in my hands. On the count. 1, 2, and he throws both the apples up.
All right. What do I need to roll?
You must make 2 ranged attacks.
All right. Is this with my dex proficiency?
Yes, you are proficient with darts.
Okay, so it's a +6, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. 9. Come on.
You missed the first apple.
Okay.
Make another one.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? 8.
You see them like hit the wooden wall behind you. It's like, oh, well, unfortunately, that's a tough one there. But maybe Damien can redeem themselves with the next contest. All right, 2 apples. You have 1 knife.
Right?
I'm going to toss them both up the same height as each other, and I want you to hit both of them.
Got it.
Right, 1, 2, and with the toss, I need you to make another throw with disadvantage.
Okay. 21.
21, just boom, as it clears both apples through and sticks them both to the wall.
There we go.
A marvelous display! There's 2 points. All right, 1 more contest to go. As he grabs his bucket of apples. I have all these green ones. You're trying to hit the red one in there.
All right.
1,
So how's this one gonna go?
2, and as he tosses the apples up, I need you to make perception check to find the apple.
Okay. Perception. 10.
10. Okay, and I need you to make the attack roll.
Okay. Dirty 20.
D20. As you throw the knife, it sticks to the wall, and you see a green apple.
Ah.
We have a winner! As he pulls the green apple, you see the red apple behind it.
Excuse me.
He
Wow.
didn't say- He didn't say you couldn't hit a green apple. He just said hit the red one. I love it.
That puts you up to 5 points total. Unfortunately, you don't win the grand prize of the badge, but you do, however, get to keep the darts you threw. The souvenir. Oh, add 4
Oh,
darts.
for what it's worth, it was fun.
Oh, add 4 darts to your inventory.
Eee.
Souvenir darts.
Souvenir darts with that little emblem on the edge of the dart.
See if I can sharpen these up when we're done here.
That's the reason to do good. They were dull. That's the
Just
problem.
turn over to Tora, just like,
So how was that?
Did you have fun?
I mean, a little. Maybe.
Insight check.
yeah, go ahead.
I'm picturing Payne like the kid that won the goldfish.
Okay.
You're not
okay.
convinced. You're not convinced.
At 1.
Then yeah, 1.
The inner machinations of Payne's mind are nicknamed.
Okay, okay. Now that you've slain some apples, maybe try something that is not quite what you're used to.
Such as what?
While you're
don't know.
thinking about that, we'll move over to Alafi.
Should be
Laffy?
fun.
Slapping contest. A fee of 5 silver pieces. Contestants are paired and decides who goes first. That contestant slaps his opponent in the face as hard as he can. This is a strength check contested by the opponent's con save. The con save is for if the contestant flinches.
Amazing.
Oh, so it's like con and strength. Ooh.
Yep.
Nice.
Your first contestant appears to be this sort of average build. You imagine just like someone, just like a woodcutter.
What's up?
Sort of guys. This. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Guess we're here to slap each other.
It's one hell of a way to pass the time.
You're passing it aside. Like
you can go first if you want.
he may be laughing it off, but you can definitely see like the apprehension in his eyes going against you.
Alafi, a little bit of quite the figure. But
Rolling up the arm. Ooh.
You kind of see him like as he readies a slap, because I believe you said he was gonna go first.
Alafi's like, go for it.
He sort of has to like reach his arm up to your face.
Alafi will bend down slightly. No point if
Trevor's
it's
like-
not fair, right?
Right. And with just a slap across your beard, I need you to give me a con save.
On save's not actually Alafi's strong suit. No, being a 16 still pretty good.
16?
16, yep.
Beats it.
Ooh, you slapped pretty good.
As he kind of like shakes your jaw a little bit, your face remains unmoved and unflinching. All right.
Now, despite my size, I'm not actually as strong as I look.
Don't say.
And then I hit him with a slightly off guard slap.
All right. Strength check against his con save.
Well.
12.
Yep, 12.
You both survive your first slaps. All right.
Gets your blood pumping, that's for sure.
And he just goes for his slap. I need you to make the con save.
Dark, dark. Ooh, only a 13 this time. 2 10s in a row.
Yeah. The second slap feels a bit softer than the last one.
Ooh.
Oh, you're unmoved.
Alright, last time I went quick. This time I'm going to take it slow. Eluffy takes the time. Takes his hand, lines it up,
Doing that like
stands up to
wind
his
up.
full height, and is like doing the full wind up this time.
I mean, if you've ever watched them online,
17.
they slap the
17,
fuck
yeah.
out of each other.
Like you can see the rattling in his head as like he like immediately flinches at the slap. We have a winner.
What a weird game. Much nicer than the games than the last time I was in, that's for sure, though.
Time for round 2.
Oh yeah, someone else to potentially beat me. Should be fun. I don't lose games often.
Yep. You see this this short yet stout bugbear. He's got this sort of like black fur on his shoulders that like rolls down into this like deep brown.
All right.
These arms are built for slapping. That's just what they're gonna do to you.
All right. Don't miss.
Slaps Mackenzie.
And like he doesn't have to like lift himself up or anything. His arm length it just continues to like stretch on unusually long. As like this huge like wingspan pans back and just I need you to make the con save.
14.
14, yeah. You imagine he must have slipped or something because as that long hand comes out and goes across your face. You know, doesn't really hurt too bad.
I told you not to miss, man. You shouldn't give me an easy time.
Ah. Just get your slapping over with.
All right. Smack. 18. Just
So another winner.
like, one of those moments
Knock
where
him
it's
off
like
his
the
feet.
martial artist just shows the like the last one was nice, slow, winding up, kind of showboaty, and then this one here was like just a martial artist. Bam, done. The motion is complete in a single
just
swing.
yawn.
You
shit on the
beat
ground.
his con save by 1, so yeah, he does flinch.
Ooh, only by
Yamcha
one.
on the ground.
He's Yamcha on the ground after that.
He's just. Hang on, I've got the emoji for this. The emoji for this. There we go. There it is. That's him.
He's out, guys.
Smack.
He's out.
I see.
All right.
He's out. He's just sleeping.
Just sleeping. He just sort of like rubs his cheek and reluctantly just slinks off.
Sorry, man. Yeah.
All right, we got one more round, and you win the badge and the barrel of mead.
My friends are gonna love me for this if I win. If not, they'll get to watch me get slapped in the face again. Are any of my friends watching? Glancing around. Nah, don't worry about it.
Begin to hear heavy footsteps
Oh no.
as what appears to be an ogre
Oh.
stands up to the table.
Should be like a weight class.
You slap good.
So far. I feel like you slap very good.
You see him bring his hand to your head and it like Andre the Giant, it almost like takes the whole side of your face.
And it's as big as my head. I feel like I'm getting out weight classed here, but go ahead. You can even go first.
There's no rules in Fight
Fuck
Club,
that.
Alas.
only don't talk about Fight Club.
This is almost less of a slap and more of a just an open-handed knockout punch.
This does kind of trigger Alafi's natural defensive mechanisms, just like everything in this is telling me to dodge.
I need you to make the con save.
Come on, Alafi!
22.
22.
Let's fucking
As
go.
your whole head kind of like morphs into the hand and just it hurt, but you're not faltered.
How?
He just sort of like looks at his hand and just like,
You're still standing.
I suppose you're used to taking everyone out one hit, eh? And then
at that point he has to like sort of set himself up to like do like a sumo squat to reach your level.
Yep, fair. Yeah. That didn't work out very well. Unless he rolls really low. Imagine he's really good at punching, but he's so not used to getting hit, he just fails the con save. No, you didn't roll a 4. You didn't roll a 4.
As you slap this ogre in the cheek,
It's a little slap.
you see him lose his balance from his sumo stance. As he just crumbles to the side as he's like
KO.
That's a flinch. We have a winner.
Oh my god!
Yes, I did roll a 4, jackass.
Oh,
There was too much of a pause. I was like, there's no way.
Any consultation. It hurt like hell.
And with that,
He just slams this big barrel of meat on the table, and on top of it is the brass badge.
Cool.
first place. Oh, heal up that cheek of yours.
It's a big swollen right cheek you got. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
It's like one of those like quaint little serving barrels. You can like tuck it under your arm like a gallon.
Oh, like a big mini keg.
Yeah.
That's cute.
So Laffy just casually just takes the thing. He's like, thanks, lads. Man, I hope I never have to actually fight someone like you. You seem tough. Not thinking of Slambo yesterday. Don't worry about it.
Right.
And Alafi will move to catch up with Toro. Will probably like to meet the most.
In the meantime, we'll see what Joust and Drawn are doing as they make their way over to the storytelling contest.
Oh boy, if there's one thing I love, it is fables, Jarana. I have all different types of them saved up in my memory banks.
Ah, yes, stories about great deeds of old, the gods and wonders of magic and mystery. It is up to our contestants to captivate and entertain you.
As I'm like, oh boy, I would like to enter, good sir.
Ah, of course. Sure, a man of your stature and well-dressed wig. You have many stories to tell. That would be 10
Indeed.
silver pieces. Or gold.
10 silver pieces, of course.
I tug on Joust's I guess coat.
Lapel. Yeah.
I was gonna say lapel, but I probably couldn't reach it.
Well, I mean, the back cuff. You see his head turn around completely, like 360. Like, yes, Drana.
Joust, you shouldn't go up there, considering, well, yesterday.
Why?
Because you don't want to draw attention to yourself.
Drana, this is where I belong. I need this. If you disagree, I will listen to your advice. But I do
got a
not
better
think
idea.
Okay. I am always good on good ideas. What is it?
In between rounds, you tell me the story that you want to tell, and I'll go up and tell it for you.
You want me to like message you and cheat?
It's not cheating. It's keeping a low profile. You have a big bounty. I don't think you understand that.
Drana. You see, he points to the rules. There is no cheat nor magic allowed, and I am a good boy. I will not do this, but you need to trust me. I will be all right.
Can I make a perception check into the crowd?
See what? See Slambo.
Yeah, roll me an insight check.
Insight. Okay, sure.
Yes.
$18.
Ooh.
As you try to gauge the crowd and see what kind of folks there, it's mainly young folks, teenagers, and kids in the crowd. Nothing that really stands out as a adultish.
Fine. I got one more idea for you.
Okay. I do love ideas, Captain.
Do you know what? Do you know what a ventriloquist is?
He's like, that is it. I do know of that art.
Well, what if I pretend a ventriloquist? What if I pretend you're my puppet and you tell the stories?
Like a Teddy Ruxenbear.
Exactly.
I mean, if you
What?
think so. It's an old toy from the 80s, you know, it just tells stories, yeah.
Yeah, it would tell stories with, like, you put a cassette in its chest.
Yeah, and it told stories, bedtime stories. Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
Exactly like that. That thing, it was great. It was from our
It's
childhood.
such a weird pull for you to grab, but effectively. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Joust would know about one of those.
Well, Joust thinks about Joust is like, well, we do have things like that, but if you think that then you will win and I will not win.
I'll give you the rewards after. I have no need for them.
But I want to win it for myself, Jana.
You're going to be doing everything. Literally.
But you would get the credit and not me.
Go for it. Go for
Oh
it.
boy. He says like he looks a little disappointed first, then it's like yippee skippy. His head turns right back around. Like,
That needs
He's
to
a
be his
talking-
catchphrase, just yippee skippy.
his head has just been like 360 turned like around looking at you and turns right back to it. I would like to sign up. Like,
Ah, yes, and what is your
Because-
good name, storyteller?
my good name is Ratchet.
Ratchet. Very well.
And you see he leans over to try and just blink.
A wise and well-dressed man, it is Ratchet to the stage.
And yeah, he'll give him
Captivate them with a fascinating story about deeds of old, gods and wonder, or magic and mystery.
Oh boy! As he like goes out, he like goes backstage. Right? It's probably like a little stage, like a little theater thing or whatever they made or whatever for stories or whatever it looks like. Yeah. I'm going up. Yep, and I will hop on up.
You hop on up as Drana knows that this is mainly a crowd of young children and teenagers.
Oh no, the worst critics of them all, teenagers. Ugh.
So here's how this is going to work.
Okay.
The contestant is going to make a performance check and an ability check of your choice, religion, history, or arcana.
Okay.
The specialized check cannot be higher than the performance check.
Okay, so you want the
So if,
the
like,
tail
say
to
you
be
roll
better-
a 15 performance and 18 history, we would count the 15.
Okay. So you roll performance. That's like the baseline, and then you don't want the Arcana can't get past that. Okay.
Otherwise, you're just going to be a boring storytelling facts.
Right. It's got to be you embellish it, but it still has some tie to whatever it is, history or anything. I got it. Okay. I dig it, I dig it.
If the crowd finds this story creative, you can roll that performance with advantage.
Okay.
Now, what stories will Ratchet have for you?
And as Joust comes out, you see that he's in his like pirate. He's kind of in that blue pirate Bailey outfit. As he comes out, he's like, "Ahoy there, kids!" Like,
Ahoy, Captain Ratchet!
he's like, "That's what I like to hear. You look like a salt-worthy crew. Let me tell you the tales of the high seas and an island shrouded in mystery." As he like, it's kind of almost like C-3PO. He's like making the sound effects of the waves of, kind of like, okay, ooh. Basically, I'm gonna start telling the tale of the island with the beholder that we narrowly escaped as it tore through the ship and cut the seas with mighty blasts. And just like, whoa, like, and just like totally the end or C-3PO just.
A story of swashbuckling adventures and high magic on the seas. Roll me the performance and the arcana.
Yes, that's what I was gonna go with. I was gonna say definitely for that
Come
and
on,
arcana.
come on.
All right, we have a +8 in performance. Very performative lad. Okay, 16. And
All right.
then a arcana will be a +5. Got a little bit, it got a little muddy near the end, it looks like.
Okay.
I think I was telling a little too specific on the energy blast. Like, it was a disintegration blast. What's disintegration?
What's dissemination?
As I'm like, oh, I'm losing them. I'm losing them. I'm looking like Roger. Tough crowd, yeah, tough crowd. Like, got a little too highbrow for them, I see. It's about a 16 to an 18, so it'll be like a.
Yeah. The children cheer and they applaud. They love the tales. Like you see one of them just like acting out like the swinging of a pirate sword.
Yeah, and I think we're like, as like I'm making the whole sound effects as like the ship goes to one side and all the kids are like turning with it. Oh, like to the sides, mateys. And then I'm like, okay, good. Now you got them, Chess. Now you got them. But it's time for a costume change. As he like turns, he does like the whole like spin around with his wig, and he will be, let's see, what's another tale that would be good for the kids?
One story.
Yeah. Oh, just one.
You only get one story.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. And then he turns back and he's like, thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Spectacular! The seas can be quite a treacherous thing. I believe
up
with the
to
roars of the
Joanna.
crowds, we have ourselves a winner!
Yeah!
Congratulations, Ratchet!
I like to see him like, oh, I look through the rest of the competition. I'm like, oh, it's just some emo kid reading poetry. Ha, suck it.
Like a slam poet followed by an old man who is telling his war stories.
Back in my day, a halfpenny was 2 pennies. Get out of here, old man. Life is for the young. And push him out of the way.
And here you are, a grand prize, this wonderful badge here.
Oh, boy.
And book of your choosing from our wonderful library rack over here. Many, many different stories to tell in those.
Ooh. And yeah, I will wave Drawn over. Drana, would you like to help me pick out a book? See, I won. They liked my tale. It was actually mostly true. That's the secret.
Pick out your prize. You want it fair and square.
Well, I'd like your input. You seem to have all these good ideas. Also, I just really liked your idea, but I wanted to try and do something. Really stand out a bit.
I understand, but it's your prize. You won to win. You get to pick the prize.
Okay, well, I'll see what we have here, and I'll look at the thing. What are some titles?
It's more about themes than titles. What would be something Joust is looking for?
I'm going to look for old Feywild fairy tales. It's a Feywild carnival.
Very well.
So
Classic.
they would have some like classic old tales from the Fey.
You find an old Fey tale book, simply titled Grandma Stuffins.
Grandma Stuffins. Quite a page turner. It's probably like a medium-sized book. Ooh boy.
A tale of
I will take this.
a short little synopsis of a tale of the Fey wild luring children out into the woods to fatten them up for stews.
Grandma Stuffins. As I'm like, oh boy, this sounds like a spooky one. I'll take this one. And I'll
All
take
right.
it, and I'll thank the guy, I'll shake his hand, and I'll take my leave. And I'll be
It was
like,
a
"Oh,
pleasure,
boy."
Ratchet. Please come by any time. I would definitely love to hear some more stories.
Of course. I'll make sure to get a fresh one in the chamber if I come back. But I will take a look around. Have a good night. So I like kind of go off withdrawn a little bit. Now, what are we going to do for you? I think you want to... I wonder how this tossing goblins would be. I mean, I wouldn't toss you, Captain, unless you asked me to. But I don't think I physically could, as he thinks about it. Like...
Anyways.
So, did I happen to see the fortune teller, like, their tent?
Yeah.
I would actually like to go see the fortune teller.
Oh, Joust would definitely go with you on that. He's like, oh boy.
Very well.
Actually, could we meet up over there and do that?
Let's all get our fortune
You-
told.
you- you-
Everyone wants the fortune teller.
I mean-
you certainly may as you reconvene with Alafi. You're all sort of gravitating towards the fortune teller in the carnival.
So, what was the game that you had in mind, Tora?
I mean, we could do a bit of insult throwing. You have
Ooh,
a sharp tongue when you want one.
I mean, yeah, but I've noticed that it's a lot sharper when you and I are working together on that, so I don't know if they would actually allow for, two players
one,
at
two?
once. Maybe. Couldn't hurt to ask.
Depends on how many they have on hand.
Looks like Ronna and Joust are heading over to the fortune teller. Shall we,
I think we should see what's going on there. Maybe get a good look at how authentic before we give you a turn.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, Joust would definitely make sure he gets drawn over there and kind of show them that he would be like a proud little kid with a like award-winning painting tutorial. Like, look, I won a book.
Pain comes around with darts. Alafi, you eventually come around with your barrel of mead. Joust got this nice fancy little fairy tale book.
It's probably like an old Brothers Grimm kind of looking book. Like, ooh, book. Love it.
Vaguely recall reading this book. I don't know how common it is, but I mean, Feywild books are classics.
Is it a book I'd recognize?
You could take a look at it here, and I handed it over like here.
I'd like to ask that same question, if I may.
Yeah, it's a fairly common Feywild tale Although
Okay.
it doesn't really hold much validity. It seems to be more of a lesson to not talk to strangers.
Mm. Or be careful with strangers, the kindness of strangers, yes. Mm.
Oh, if we listened to this, we never would have met.
You're right.
Yeah, what
Melissa.
bullshit, right?
I have always been told that a stranger's a friend you just haven't met yet. But boy, howdy, does this witch love to eat children? As he's like reading it, it's like, oh boy.
Like
Flays them alive.
there's like even little depictive drawings of like little moments caught in the story. And like
Flaying
Hansel and Gretel?
children.
like kind of illustration
Hansel?
like the illustrations you'd see in like where the sidewalk ends.
Mm.
Ah,
Wow, flaying children to shreds, you say? He's like reading it. Oh boy.
The shreds, you say?
To shreds.
What are we gonna do next?
But yes, Joanna, you wanted to see the fortune teller, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I
Yeah.
do love a good fortune teller. The last one was cryptically specific on both me and pain.
Yeah, we're peeking our heads in on that one so we can
Yeah.
hear how it goes.
By your leave, Captain.
I head into the fortune teller's tent.
As you head in, it is illuminated with this eerily green glow candle. A slender but boisterous man, dark skin, sort of stands behind the counter, the round table, the crystal balls, the hanging shrunken heads. You can see just like a little makeshift bookshelf set behind him of just like makeshift tall tales and other sort of scrying books. Ah, welcome, welcome to my humble little tent. I feel that we're gonna have a wonderful time seeing future.
Well, if you're going to tell my future, I might as well have a seat.
By all means, 3 copper pieces is all it takes. Weave a tale.
All right. I pull out 3 copper pieces and I put them down on the table, rather gently.
Who else is in the tent with you?
I'll be in there with her.
Joust definitely came in with him.
Uh-huh.
I'm mostly I'm poking my head out the entrance, not just to hear how it goes.
Okay.
Ilafe is standing just outside the door. He's trying to figure out how to drink out of his big cask of meat. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna... and like lifts the whole thing.
Yeah, you lift the spigot to your mouth and just you see
He
him.
does drink.
You see-
Wants some.
So, Drana Payne, Joust, you see him just wave his hands over the copper, and in this, like, quick wave of the hand, the copper is just gone.
Oh.
And as he...
Can I make a perception check
yeah.
to see if I could catch him doing it? 24.
24, yeah. You see the... You've seen card tricks from Tor enough to know when the coins, while his hand is open, are quickly being palmed underneath his hand as he sort of flips his wrist and 3 cards appear out. Sort of
Are we
common...
playing 3 Dragon Ante or just...
Just a little parlor trick I picked up. No need to worry.
Because he's got friends on the other side.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Oh, check for the locals.
Oh my god.
Alright. And I sit down. So please, tell me what you see.
Well, I see a young goblin standing before me. But I suppose that's not the answer you want to hear. Oh, you want to hear about your life. And you see a card flipped upside down, depicting, like, someone ripping open the jaws of a tiger. Or, sorry, a lion.
Mm.
Your youth, you did not have the strength. But now things are a little different. There's strength in you to boot. Continues to flip over to the next card. You began to see, as you see a depiction of a small child riding on a white horse with a glowing sun behind it. You began to see something in your life, something changed, something shifted. You had to find out what this was all about. You had to discover and see what it was going to be. He goes to flip the third card. Sort of see a flinch as you depiction of a hanged man.
Oh.
Ooh. Upside down or regular?
Regular.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Mighty weary. It depicts a bit of a blunder, though it is not quite considered a death, for say, but more of a spiritual altercation, as it were. A very important decision needs to be made in your...
I look at the Hanged Man card.
It appears to be just a man hanging by one leg, upside down. Sort of like glowing ring around its head.
Oh, wow. An important decision.
One that may change your very life with that clarity you so sought out. But I hope you're satisfied with that.
I am. As she gets up, she nods to the gentleman and walks outside without saying a word.
Now, who else is here to see their future?
I believe first Mate Payne would love to go next, and then after that would be me, good sir.
By all means, step
why
right up.
Why don't you go first,
Of
Ratchet?
course.
Oh, don't get me
I
wrong.
want to turn too. These are fun.
I'm not too picky. Don't you worry about me.
Of course, sir. As he sits down, he just opens his jacket and just stuffs a book in there into an inner pocket, and then just like whoop, and just sits down. He's like, "Good day."
Good day. 3 simple copper, and I will put you on your way.
I think that you are doing a bang-up job, so I will give you 3 silver instead, and put some.
Oh,
3
you're
silver.
mighty too generous. Thank you so much. As he pulls off the same trick and just waves his hands like, force of habit.
As he's like, "Hey, I always love good theatrics." Just like a little clap.
Now, what do we have here? Flips over the first card, you see depiction of
chained up men and women. This mighty, devilish figure looming over them all. You once held great power in your boy. Power that you might not even know existed. But as he flips the next card, you see what appears to be hounds and dogs barking at a moon. Something unforeseen must have happened to affect this premonition within or around you. As he flips over the last card, you see the image of a man holding a candle over his head, over this sort of altar. But that wasn't the end for you. You got back your power, your skills, your implementations of your memories, utilizing all the opportunities at your disposal. You may get that power back. As he just
That, but as
wipes
he
the
nods,
cards
like,
away
another
once
one.
again.
He nods at all of that. He's like, That gave me great understanding, good sir.
I
I'm sorry,
hope
I
it
didn't
did.
think I don't think I caught your name, by the way. My apologies.
Raish.
He's like, Raish. Okay.
Racsh.
Raish. Okay. As the Josh nods, he's like, Thank you, Mr. Raish. You have a wonderful rest of your night.
Oh, always a good time when folks like you show up.
He nods and politely pushes the chair, and again, he like steps back. He's like, he is very good, and nods the pain and just like follows drawn out.
Yeah, looks like that just leaves one.
And Luffy steps into the tent. Nah, you ain't done yet.
Make that two. All right.
All right.
I always love these. So silly.
Silly ain't got
Alright.
nothing to do with it.
That's what y'all say.
Kane's gonna step forward and just take a seat.
Very well, very well. Much like the other two, simply 3 coppers and 4 ways to home.
He hands them over.
Very well. As he swipes them. Ah, now look at this. As you see the last card that Joust drew, the magician holding the candles over his head is now upside down. Very beginning, you lost your potentials, your mental fortitudes, your agilities and skills swiped away. But that did not make you break. He flips a card, you see this gigantic wheel with sort of angels and cherubs floating around it. You found a new fate, a new destiny, transition in your life. And for the most part, it has benefited you in some way. As he flips the last card, a depiction of 2 lovers looming over.
God.
The card is upside down.
Oh.
You're like, oh, the lovers.
But what does one sacrifice for such fortunes gained?
Why, it's love, dear. You're looking to benefit in this world. Something has to die, and sometimes that could be an attraction, a passion that you once held. Even be love, who knows? The wheel keeps on turning. That, as they say, is that. Swipes the card.
He doesn't say anything. He just gives a nod and takes his leave.
Sounds like I've
Alright.
made an awakening. What about you? You like to see what fate has in store for you?
I'm definitely curious to see what you say fate is in store for me.
Very well. Just throw 3 on the table of nice little cop pieces, and we will let this story roll out.
And 3 it is. Here you go.
All right, all right.
While that's going on, Payne is going to grab Tora and just drag him and then just like push him into the fortune teller's tent.
Oh, welcome in, just in time.
Be right back.
Haynes was fun. Oh, I know you were listening. Sorry,
been listening
Damien's
the whole
was
time.
fun. Not that you didn't know that already.
I mean, to be fair, Ratchet already said it, so
Oh, yeah, I suppose Ratchet's the main one to worry about. Anyway,
yeah, if he can keep his mouth shut.
do your thing, fortune teller. These are always so fun.
Very well, very well.
Just careful. I only want 1 fortune read. Laffy says with an eyebrow raise.
All a package deal, baby.
Yeah. 2 for 1.
You can't do this to me. Fuck you.
To understand your future, we have to dig a little bit.
Careful, one of those 2 is a long dig.
Indeed, as he flips one of the cards and you see this sort of like sitting on this massive pillows, this elegant crowned woman with several stars floating above the crown. She's wielding a scepter, and the card is upside down.
You have given many past efforts in your life. Abundance of processes. Thought you understood it all. But something broke. Something was lost.
Flips over the next sort of circular wreath surrounding the depiction of a woman wielding candles in her hands.
But eventually you made do. You found a new goal, a new fulfillment in your life. The possibilities were endless for you. And you made your choices. Freedom. Life of nomads. But someday,
As he flips you familiar card of the Hanged Man. Only it's upside down.
Upside down hangman. Interesting.
someday soon this sacrifice you once made will come back. And it will test your discipline. And perhaps inspire you.
I've been known to break rules from time to time. I'm sure I'll figure it out.
That's the thing about rules, as he wipes his hand. All about what you sacrifice.
Always a pleasure. All right, your turn, Tora.
Oh, we got one more contender?
Unless, of course, Tora
Might
doesn't
be.
want to play. The rest of us did. Just saying.
To be fair, I think it's only right that he actually does get something out of this.
Oh, I think I got plenty, but since you seem to be insisting so much,
He was pretty accurate with mine. It's always fun. I do my usual like magic detect furbolgy things, but because I did the shapeshifty thing earlier, I can't do it right now.
Aren't we just full of surprises?
Just furball things. Don't worry about it.
And besides, I like to go with the whole idea of just trust but verify.
Whatever you wish. All it takes is 3 to verify.
Shall I pay for it, Tora?
let's not go that far. I'll take my seat and I'll put 3 on the table.
Very well.
I'll step back not that far out and just stay right next to the entrance.
Much like the others, you
Still inside the tents.
Yep. Much like the others, you do right off the bat notice his sleight of hand as he palms the coins and pockets them. Now. Seems your friend's very curious about what life you've sort of lived.
That would be the point, typically.
He flips
I
the
mean, you're not wrong.
He flips the first card, and you see that depiction of the spiral wreath, the woman holding the candles. The card is upside down. Your world before was unfulfilling, unassuming. Didn't feel like it had any long-lasting goals or possibilities. Oh no, we couldn't have that. He draws the next card, and once again, the Hanged Man appears. Oh, you sacrificed something important. Maybe something benign. But either way, you broke out. Became something different. Eventually he draws the last card. What appears to be an angel sort of like mixing 2 chalices together over this clear pond. The key to this new found sacrifice, this new world you found yourself in, requires moderation, balance, modesty. As long as you understand the limitations of your own world, you can organize it any way you see fit.
Well, modesty's never been my strong suit, but not entirely wrong.
That is the name of the game. Half-truths, sort of right. It's a way to help guide the unfortunate people who don't have a handle on it. I hope I provided some level of insight for you.
Yep, Tor will stand up.
Y'all enjoy the carnival, you hear?
And Dora and I walk on out.
And with
I
all
got,
had your fortunes read.
I got you a funnel cake, Captain. I don't know where the funnel was, but it's a cake. He like finds it.
If you've got funnel cake, -3 copper from your inventory.
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm assuming it's like 3 or 5. I did about 5 copper. I tipped them.
Next time, ask.
So, what are the group of us gonna do now?
Yeah, that was.
Did you guys want to do
enlightening.
that mud wrestle thing? Sorry, the ball and the goal thing. Oh, hi.
I don't want to drown in mud before our adventure continues.
Yes, that would be very unwise.
All right, in that
Oh,
case, I'm
there she is.
stealing.
Oh. There we go. Now we're all here.
Sun had finally set. So figured I'd start making my way over here. Smell of booze is
Fair.
already pungent.
I don't know if he lifts his keg.
Ah, I see.
Wipes his mouth.
5 silver for this. It's quite good.
Well earned, I suppose.
I slapped an ogre. He lost.
Quite the story.
Not. That little impressive nod.
Do we still want to do the insult duel, or do we
I
want to
think
just do that whole fucking mudslinging whatever?
I'm not in the particular mood to get drowned in mud before a meal.
Yes, and frankly, there is no way I am actually participating in that while wearing this.
It would be really funny though.
It would.
Funny, yes. Unsightly, though.
That
You
part of
just-
the fun.
You could just do that fucking spell that cleans you right up, yeah.
Not the point, not the point.
But you could totally do that, and then you could get away
It's-
with it, and it'd be fine.
It's disrespectful to the outfit.
Okay, I'll do it in your outfit then. Where-
You
It's
aren't doing
outfits.
anything in my outfit.
But I look so good in it. Look, it looks like I actually have a butt. As he like wiggles a
Shut
little.
up! Shut up!
I can see why you dress like this. The deep cut. It shows off my impressive chest line.
Okay. I am the only one allowed to show off my butt, okay?
Very well. Yes, mine looked like it was ironed out. Literally.
Oh god.
You know what? Drona, Camelot, and I do still need to go and get a bite to drink. So
That's what you're calling it.
yes,
Well, it's vague enough so people don't actually know, but we understand.
You
It's
know
not
what?
vague at all.
don't worry about it.
You guys enjoy yourself? I'm gonna go find a spot. I'm gonna casually set up my stuff. You'll probably hear me playing from somewhere. Just hang out. I'm gonna go make some coin for fun.
Yeah, go.
And Luffy starts unpacking his accordion. He's gonna go find a relatively quiet corner and make it not quiet anymore. See, me.
Well, I guess it's just the boys then, Tora. As he like puts his arm around him. Let's get going.
Actually make use of that entertainer background feature. Doesn't come up very often, but when it do, why not? right?
I was that tempted to go entertainer, but Far Traveler seems too easy for him.
It is a tad early, but I haven't had a meal in a while.
Yeah, better take care of it now than not at all.
Be able to
Agreed.
blend in just fine.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Shall we then?
Lead the way.
Right.
I am just a fledgling after all.
Yep, you sure are.
You three are gonna go off and roll me some stealth checks.
Hell yeah! My bread
Yes,
and butter.
Drana, the stealthiest
Clank,
among
clank,
us.
clank, clank, clank.
17.
Oh man, even with a low roll, that's still really good.
Yeah. Rogues.
Rogue
Rogues,
thing.
man.
Oh, expertise, yeah.
Are you in your armor while you're out in the carnival?
Why?
Why?
Well, Drana gets disadvantage, that's fine.
Well, because I see you pulling 2 dice out.
She wears it under her clothes just as a safeguard, more so.
All right.
Adventuring party standards, you know.
Mm-hmm.
3.
It is exactly what you would expect it to be.
I think
All
this
right,
is up
time
to
for a night
Camelot.
on the town. Ching, 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 ching.
Clang, clang, clang.
Well, we know who's running distraction.
Listen, if we weren't out all day and this was only a night thing, then yeah, I would have left it at home. And if I knew it was a date, then I would have probably dressed up for the occasion.
Would have got the chainmail thong. Anyway,
The battle bikini, of course.
I'd get tangled
Bert,
up.
what are you
Ugh.
doing over on my side? Huh?
I was just having around. I was reading this. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was reading. Leave me alone.
And yeah, Joust will walk up with Tora, and he's just like, "So where should we go, buddy?
what's team's boys' night doing?
Boys'
Yeah.
night. Let's go insult some bastards.
You
I
know
know you-
what?
I know you got a sharp tongue, and I got some vicious mockeries in the tank."
You're probably not going to want to use your own vicious mockeries.
Oh no,
Might be a
I'll
little
blow their
rough.
I'll blow their heads off, literally. As he thinks about it.
Let's avoid that if we can. But yeah, I am actually curious to see how you do.
Well, I'm not going against you. I would definitely lose. You are much more smarter than me. See, that's not even the proper way to say that.
Oh no, they're not gonna pit people against each other from the street. They're gonna have their own person.
You are right. Either way, may the best man or robot win. See how he thinks about it.
Oh, I'm sure we can both win. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Fist bump.
Ow.
Ba la 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 la.
Let's start with the feeding.
Yes.
Would you guys prefer me to get changed out of this armor?
Clang.
Have you already rolled though?
Yeah, I rolled, but I'm like, since this is
It's a little too late then.
Just let it play out. It'll be fun.
Learning experience.
This is how you drop on somebody when you
Fledgling.
have heavy armor and then bite them.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm sorry.
You're not being mean.
Okay.
Just heavy armor problems, that's all.
Yeah.
So we managed to sneak behind the lines of a crowd who appeared to be enjoying this this horse race. As the horses come along and people cheer along, you Payne and Camelot, you make your move. An unsuspecting victim just their teeth sunk in. Eventually they pass out. Rana.
Yes.
As you're going to take blood from your victim, they begin to take notice of you. Oh, wait, what the hell you doing?
What race?
It appears to be half-orc.
Of course, I had to pick a big fucking target.
He's a little lankier, he's a little older, but
Permission to do a performance check to act drunk.
sure, give me a performance check.
I don't actually know what my performance is. Okay, +2, not bad. Alright, close. Let's see. Nope, not convincing.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck. I'm just...
Oh,
sorry,
fine.
I thought you...
Oh, you
thought
thought you'd
you
come
were
and
my-
take a bite out of my thigh? Get away from me!
I thought you were my boyfriend.
Who the fuck bite?
And before you even say anything, just poof, Camelot
Kick
just
to the
strikes
face.
him in the neck.
Ah,
Boy makes another commotion. There you go.
We've got to work on that.
unfortunately, I am naturally inept at hiding.
Yes, it appears you're walking like a bag of coins.
Well,
Or
And
more
also-
like pots and pans.
fair enough.
Think before anyone notices.
We'll keep you covered.
As they sort of, as Camelot and Pain sort of make this sort of like human wall out of themselves to cover you up.
You first, Camelot.
I already had mine.
I thought Pain. No, sorry,
Nope.
out of character. I thought Pain had his, and then
Pain and Camelot, I would assume, like, drink out of the same person,
then
right?
why
Or
not?
no?
No, they took the. You both took your own separate victim.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, that wasn't made clear. I how do you, did I witness how Camelot did her thing?
Or strike?
She's a dream drinker. Got.
Oh, you were
I'm
focused.
Oh,
wondering.
she basically was drinking dreams.
Uh,
She bit him.
No, she just ended up biting him.
okay, then I'll just. Yeah, I'll just take my bite while they're covering me.
Think you've got what it takes to spunk up the audience? You got the insults in you?
As we go back to the boys over there.
Boys night, boys night, boys night.
5 silver pieces, you start talking smack, the winner gets a badge and 50 silver.
5 silver for 45 silver is not a bad way to go.
And the badge.
And a badge.
Come on, for someone who's
boy.
such,
Badge.
for someone who's so shiny, I thought you would be brighter.
Ah,
Ooh, shit!
it's like a guy's like, emotional damage! Sure! I'm just like, oh boy, he's good. I can see why he's running it. Is he not? It's like, ooh. Because I'm like, would you like to go at the same time, or would you like to go first, Tora?
I mean, he's already gone after you. I think it's appropriate if you go first.
Well, all right. I doubt it was age before beauty, but I guess I might be a bit older than you. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, it doesn't really look like you have either.
Oh, tough crowd, tough crowd. Hey. I'll give him the 5 silver, yeah.
All right, we got ourselves a contest here now. You joining again? Points over to Tora.
I want to see how he does first.
All right, his funeral.
As a couple others join in, he starts like pairing them up for like insult contest at each other. You end up getting paired with this sort of, how do I put it? Like middle of the road, sort of like fine dress, sort of like a ponytail tied back. All right, which one of us is gonna go first?
Well, I believe you should go first. It is only courteous. I'll have you know, though, I am very hard to insult.
So what is that all about your face? It's just so off and hideous. Oh, that's just your face. I'm sorry.
Hmm. Did your mother cast a darkness spell just to feed you? Because boy, howdy, you are ugly.
um, so with that, need you to make a charisma check.
Charisma. The Riz Master with the +5. Just straight charisma, right?
Yes.
Oh, only a 9. Oof. Rolled low, rolled low.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, I would say you're not a complete idiot, but some parts are obviously missing.
Ooh.
If I were you, I would get my money back on that for that remove curse spell they did on your face.
Give me another charisma check.
Oh my god, I am rolling like hot garbage. That's a 7.
Oh.
I mean, I could. Well, no, I can't wild magic surge that now. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that shit.
No. Magic not allowed.
Hey,
Damn,
it's
that's
wild
good.
magic. I can't control it.
All right, you got me.
As I'm like, oh wow, good job, and I shake his hand. I mean, you are really good.
Yeah.
No
Thank you.
hard feelings.
Oh no, it's all in fun. It's all in fun.
Yes.
All right,
Enjoy the
we got
bad.
ourselves done over here, done over there. All right, bring the next contestants together. And you're brought up to this sort of this elderly gnome, like the balding head, the gray around the ears.
Oh, who's this? The walking, talking tin can?
I do the regular show. Boy, howdy. If you were magical, your magic would be as bad as your breath. Ooh wee. And I can't even smell.
Yes, roll me that.
Jesus Christ. So you can't get above like a 9 and it says 14 with a +5. Luckily, I'm very charismatic.
Oh, sure, come at me with that. I mean, you're obviously so lucky you got yourself such a nice, pretty outfit, a nice little hat there. Unlike me, who was born to be a big liar.
Well, you know what they say. No loot is worth having to look at you for a second longer.
All right, make that roll.
There we go. How about a 17?
Oh, please, you wouldn't know anything about weapons. Both of yours are tiny.
I look at my sword for a second, like, oh. Oh. Oh yeah, you call that an insult or an attack? I've seen dead kittens hit harder than that.
Roll me that charisma.
Access an insult protocol. Like, God almighty, it's just 9s all day. 14 again.
God damn, I'd say you're as ugly as an ogre, but that would be an insult to ogres. I mean, what, did a half-orc cross with a pig? Oh, wait, there are some things pigs wouldn't do.
God damn. It's god damn.
As soon as Drana, Camelot, and I are done feeding, I wanna meet up with Tora and do the whole insult challenge with him.
Sure.
If possible. Nice. Nice.
So how's he holding up?
Usual deadpan delivery, but not doing too bad.
Hmm.
He's already outlasted one.
And then I say, like, very impressive. I think I should hire you out for children's parties because that's the only way you're gonna insult somebody.
Roll me that charisma check.
How about a 15? Come on, brother. It's like right in the
Ooh.
median.
He's really children's parties. You're lucky I ran out of my jokes.
If it makes
He
you
just
feel
starts
better,
walking
you-
away.
I say, if it makes you feel better, you lasted longer than the other guy. Good luck at the festival. No hard feelings. Like, most pleasant sorry. I did not mean it. I feel terrible. I don't know why I did this. I am a good boy. Like, you see, Joust is like, he's like, looks in like a puddle. He's like, what have I become? Like, like I've turned into what I hated, my father.
Well, looks like we got a winner. There you go,
Looking
man.
left and
You
right, I'm
earned
like-
your badge and 50 silver.
Thank you. And here's one for you. You have a good rest of your night. And I'll take 49 silver.
Oh, believe me, it's all good here.
He's like, I ain't gonna turn that down. Is he like,
I just look over at Tora.
Did you do this thing?
as
Might
like
as
you
well.
see, as you see, Joust is like a boxer sitting down on a thing. He's like, boy, that took a lot out of me. I did not have much in the tank after that. You gotta cut me, Mick. I can't see nothing.
Come on, watch the pros.
I have 2 badges.
Oh boy, we got 2 more people here.
Is it possible we can tag team?
Oh, no tag team in here. You'd be fighting amongst yourselves.
Mm.
One winner takes all.
It's the 3 with 1 more kill. There we go.
What do you think, Tora?
I mean, that's your call, Sunshine.
This game was your idea.
While they're doing that, Camelot and I are just watching, probably.
Fair enough.
Joust awkwardly like slides next to you. I'm not interrupting your data, am I?
I look for Camelot's reaction.
Just doesn't flinch.
I'm not going to answer that.
You're right, Captain. I spoke out of turn. My apologies.
Camelot, how do you drain dreams?
Don't think. Good conversation to be having here.
I don't
Agreed.
think I should be listening to this. It's just like walks away. Like,
And like that, he's gone.
I feel like, oh boy, this is about out of my realm of expertise.
All right, who's
But-
in? Who's in? We insulting people here. We're just gonna stand around like dopes.
I mean, all
Well,
I'm
you're the
gonna
only
do-
dope around here.
Oh boy, man! If dope was made of you, you'd be 2 feet shorter.
That still makes you the only dope around here.
Alright, you know what? I'm in.
Me too.
Hey, we got
Me
2
three.
here. We got. Ah, I see your droid. All right.
Oh,
Fine.
Oh, this'll be easy.
Right. Or you're going up against. Kane is going up against Drana.
Okay.
Hell yeah!
Hilarious.
We'll start with Tora. This half orc man walk up.
Alright, who's ready to start this?
Oh, by all means.
Oh, got a mouth on you, do ya? The shame God put teeth in them. Ruined a good asshole, did he?
Damn.
Ooh.
Is it weird? I like to think somebody in the crowd's just like, oh, snap. Just.
Well, I didn't know I would be meeting someone famous today. Look, everyone, the reason makeup was invented.
Give me that. Give me that charisma roll.
One guy says, damn. Stop, he's already dead.
You may not be dying. Fuck. I'm okay.
17.
Damn, that's good!
Hello, damn.
That asshole one usually gets people. Fuck!
As he just starts walking off. It looks like that guy had a short fuse. All right. All right, next up. Tall, dark, and weird, and short, stout, and green. Let's see what you got.
I sit down and just offer Payne to go first.
Yeah, here's how this is gonna go, since now it's 2 players involved.
Sorry.
The person making the insult has to make a charisma check, and then the opponent of that needs to make a charisma save. With every one you pass, you subtract that save by 5 until someone fails that save. Make sense?
I'd need to see it in action, I think.
Okay,
So
I'll talk it along as you go on, but for now, it's time to get some insults.
Okay, so I'm going first.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay.
You know, for teeth that sharp, I'm surprised they're as dull as they are. You can't really chew your way out of a paper bag, now can you?
Alright. Kane, make that charisma roll.
You got it.
Great Riz.
14.
And Drana needs to make the charisma save.
24.
Oh my
You're
god.
fine. You're fine. The insults continue. Drana, it's your turn.
God. People say you're handsome, but if you were any paler, I'd think you were a corpse.
Alright, make that charisma roll.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Close to
Going for
home.
blood already. Jesus fucking Christ.
So it's just charisma, right?
It's just a
Not
charisma
persuasion
throw.
or anything. Alright.
Trust me, I was
19.
looking for
Alright.
performance as
Okay.
well.
Kane needs to make a charisma save for this.
Alright. Basically the same setup here. 12, really?
Gotcha.
I know that one hit too close to home.
As you can see, I was going for blood. As I give her, well, a blink, I guess, because can't see the other eye. Wink.
Surreptitious wink. Blink.
Alright, so do the insults continue by this point or no?
No, you failed the charisma save. You are
Fuck
you are
you.
offended and
broke you.
insulted.
Yeah. A fucking corpse, you're a man, you're a tough man.
It's essentially if you fail this it's DC, you take too much time coming up with a rebuttal and lose.
That was fun.
He's like, oh my god.
Give me the applause. Anyway.
Boo.
Well,
Went for it because it was easy. So,
Sounds like we have ourselves a winner. As Drana, you get a badge and 50 silver. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, no. You
But-
still gotta go up
no.
against Tora.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tora
wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I almost
Sorry,
forgot. Whoops.
Tora's been
Alright.
disqualified. Wait,
Avenge me, Tora. She's going for the low blows.
Right, you know how this goes. Pick your first target and let's get going.
A good
You
clean
couldn't go
insult
first,
battle.
Tora.
Let's give it a
No, you take the first shot. Let's see what you've got.
You always dress to impress, but I only see that much color on a peacock.
I make charisma roll.
Get it because peacocks are colorful. We're the audience.
19.
19.
Oh my God.
Rolling really good.
Mm-mm.
Let's see if Tora
Nice.
can hold up.
Well, here I was, ready to give you a nasty look for that comment, but I can see you've already got one.
You need to make a save first.
Oh, which is where is it?
Just
Charisma.
straight
It's a
through.
charisma save.
Charisma save. All right.
Oh my
20.
God. It's
All right.
20.
Yep.
Oh,
Nope.
The insults continue.
he's good. He's real
Alright.
good.
Okay. Rewind. Repeat what I just said.
Yeah.
Alright, gotcha.
So Tora, you need to make the charisma roll now.
All right.
Another
20 again.
And Drana needs to make the
Okay.
charisma save.
21.
Beats it, beats it. The insults continue. You are now subtracting 5 from the next ones.
Ooh.
God, you call yourself a magician, but all you do is children's card tricks.
Roll that charisma.
Oh snap! She just activated her trap card.
Ooh, 9. Not great.
All right.
Oof.
See if Tora can make a save of 9.
Oh.
Tracking 5.
Yes.
Right.
15. All right. The insults continue. Tora, it's your turn.
Just roll 3 17s in a row.
Oh my God. As Tora narrows the eyes, like my trap card's been out.
Alright, go for it, Tora.
Please, Drana, we both need to bring something to this contest, but what you need to bring is silence.
Oh my god, make that roll.
Oh.
Snap! She got put in the corner.
Oh, why did I roll first?
I don't know why.
Why did you roll first?
Sorry.
Well,
Oh.
Either
Good.
way, well, I would have made it. Do you want me to roll again anyway?
Yes, because I didn't say the roll.
Yes. Apologies.
The,
Do you roll the insult at -5 as well?
you roll the save at -5.
You don't roll the insult at -5.
No.
So you would be at
Okay.
+3 at
Plus
that,
3.
but
So
I still
would have
made
been
it.
an 8. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The insults continue.
oh my God.
Now it's minus
go.
now it's -10.
Yeesh.
It's like the DBZ fight. They're just all like, your insults batter my feelings. Like,
It's just
Oh,
a
no.
matter of like staying quick-witted for long periods of time.
I'm tempted to go super low, but I don't want to.
Go. Go for it.
Sling
Go
that
for it.
mud.
Do it.
Sling that mud.
You couldn't find it. You couldn't find anyone living to date you, so you had to date that walking corpse.
Oh!
Oh
We're not even dating.
Make the
We're not
roll.
even dating.
10.
10. All right, so
Uh-oh.
that is
Under
a
that,
that is a charisma
minus-
save -10.
God.
No.
No,
Yes!
that one gets you to stutter and falter.
We're not dating. Just like flounder. It's like, it's too late.
Come on, Tora. What do you say to that? Come on.
You know, that's a low shot, Drana, but I respect the ruthlessness.
I'm didn't mean a word of it, and I put my hand out for a good old handshake.
Yep. Tora will shake the hand on that one.
Well, goddamn. Never a dull
see
moment at
Jazz's
this
work?
booth. Never a dull moment as he hands over the 50 silver and the badge.
Thank you.
You see Joust's toy like, this game is tearing us apart. It's like,
No, Joust. We're fine.
oh, okay.
Camera pans over to Alafi somewhere in the distance, just casually playing some coin at one of the main, or casually playing his accordion on one of the main thoroughfares. It's just like, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, speaking
I'm
of,
fine.
give me that performance check.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
As we cut over to Alafi, playing in a nice little corner of the carnival.
that's a D12.
Is a D12.
Accordion time.
For the
21.
record.
21.
For the record, Drona, we're not dating.
Oh, you're
No, no,
not? Well,
where
then
you-
you are.
He's the one who got flustered by it. Talk to him about it.
Oh.
Yeah, Drona. Drops and he's like, okay, so they are maybe or maybe not dating. I will remember this.
What?
You will need to let me know when your anniversary is. for a
Anyways,
present.
anyways. You're playing the accordion. You gather yourself a small crowd, just listening to the music and just sort of like droning out everything else. You're having a good time. Begin to hear a familiar voice calling to you. A voice you haven't heard in years, yet still rings true. Well, well, well. If it isn't one of my prized performers. As you see this heavily decorated half-elven figure. He's got this large, showy hat.
You're still alive?
Living in the flesh. Believe it or not. How is my favorite performer doing here?
Oh, I am very different than last time we spoke.
Oh, I would say so. The years have not been kind to you.
I know, I'm finally starting to get some gray hairs in here. I only have another. I mean, we're both gonna live to pretty old, so.
Well, the gray hairs probably would have made all the difference. Hey, remember that time we were trying to pass you off as the bearded woman performance?
It was much easier once I actually, saved my form change.
Very true, very true. So, what brings you back to the carnival? It's been years.
Yeah, I did kinda. Obviously, you remember where I told you where I was off to last time?
Faraway different adventures, friend. I am very well aware.
So I ended up way, way, way south. In the Whispering Coast.
Far off my touring trail, of course.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised to see you this far north.
Well, we have one bang-up tour in the spring, usually ended back in Alais in the autumn. It's been a tradition we've been starting to go about for the last few years.
My cycle's definitely good, so this carnival's yours, eh? Obviously a bit different since last I saw it. 20 years to
Yes,
do that.
the Brest Brigade has been entertaining folks for many, many years. Some folks like you go, some folks come in and join in the ranks, but we've been keeping things alive for quite some time. Couldn't do it
with your
without the
skill, that doesn't
ringleader, no?
surprise
It would
It's great
be
to see you, bud.
It would be an absolute pleasure if you brought yourself to the main ring for our grand performance.
I am quite probably out of practice.
Oh, you would not have to
I've been-
perform. I am simply letting you in free of charge.
You and your
I see, I
friends, of
see.
course. I assume you have friends, right?
Yeah. You're gonna have to let 5 extras in then.
We,
a
it'll
pretty
be
wide
no
group.
problem.
I'm actually speaking of things I'm doing now. It's mercenary / adventuring work.
Oh, getting your hands a
I,
bit dirtier than usual.
Yeah. After the whole giving up the way of the fist I had before, I accidentally learned a new one.
I'm sure it's just as flashy as the last one, if
And
not
Alapha
better.
will go ahead and pop the fists for fun.
Well, would you look at that?
Got hands to match yours now.
These hands fail to compare. Of course.
Yeah, these here. I now can do the most intense juggling act ever, I think.
I would absolutely love that.
I've been thinking about how to do it, but I haven't exactly had time to practice with the whole.
You could switch from
Everything
juggling
going on in
cue
my
balls
life.
into actual loads of furniture with those.
Oh yeah, these things. I mean, obviously I'm pretty hefty, but these things here lift even stronger than my actual arms do. Oh, by the way, is the ogre over at the slap fight thing? Is he one of yours?
He's been following us for some years now. Likes to proclaim himself as the Slap Master Champion.
Oh, that's unfortunate for him.
Oh, you got to stumble on him.
It lifts the keg that he's been sitting on now. It's empty at this point, but I had a good time.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Well,
If
I
you
will
have
have
any
to be.
trouble over the next couple days while I'm here, just let me know.
Of course. I will have to be attending the main event now. You are more than welcome to join us there.
Yeah, I'll go grab my friends. Do I get better seats, or should I just take some regular seats?
You may take whatever seat you like. You can lift them up the ground and put them as close to the stage you want.
All right, I'll go collect my friends, and then I'll see you there.
It was good
We're
to see
probably
you
gonna take
again.
front row seats. I hope you don't mind.
Not at all.
And so Alafi will quickly run off to where these folks are.
You made him French.
Of course, he's an elf.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong.
Real quick, can we say, look at that man's mustache? God damn.
Yeah.
That's a Teddy Roosevelt mustache if I've ever seen one.
So, Tora, we're gonna talk about what Jordan just said back there.
Yes, I would like to know, are you dating or not? I need to update my relationship history.
No.
What are you, a
What is
Facebook
the
profile?
status? I need to know, is it complicated or are you single?
Hey, for fun, can Alafi make a stealth check to just kind of appear next to these guys?
Sure, if you want.
Alafi's in a very playful mood now.
You're also very drunk. Well, not very drunk.
Just a little tipsy.
One mini keg will not do him in.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's buzzed.
Ooh, not a very good stealth check at all.
Most if not just
It's
drawn
clear Alafi was trying to be sneaky, but
Doing the crunk wall sneak.
Hey guys.
Oh, hello, Alafi. We were just trying to see if Drana and or Payne were dating each other or other people.
What?
Rana and Payne?
What?
I assume you mean Tora and Payne, right?
Oh, yes, Tor and Payne. Those insults
Okay,
that
good.
my brain
Yeah, that makes a lot
can-
more
You
sense.
all need to stop this.
All right, you heard them. We better stop.
Okay. Yeah, let's stop
I mean,
whatever
I'm
you
just,
guys are
I'm
doing.
just left more confused than ever, really.
I nabbed us front row seats at the main event. We should go do that.
How'd you manage that?
I know a guy.
I need to
You
know who this guy
know
is.
someone?
Yeah. You don't live 189 years and not know people.
Coming from anyone but you, Alafi, I wouldn't believe it.
I keep forgetting that a majority of the folk that I'm here with right now are leagues older than me.
How do you think I feel?
Technically, I don't know how old I am. He shrugs.
Yeah, you really are the odd one out.
I think my birthday was on a Tuesday.
That doesn't
That's about it.
Camelot, would you like to go see the main event, or is there something you would like to do?
I would like to see what.
Alright.
If it's anything like I'm used to, it'll be a whole string of shows. Wonderful performers. Stuff like what I used to do.
No volunteers to come into the performance, right?
Not typically. Most of the time, if you do get called up, you just have to sit there. Also, the performers know how to read a crowd. They won't pick someone who doesn't want to.
Oh boy. Then I
So
guess
just try to
like-
not look like you want to, and I'm sure you'll be fine. Just try not to let your feelings betray your... Or your face betray your inner feelings, of course. Not that that would ever happen to you, Payne.
What?
What?
Huh? I have no idea what you mean.
That's good. See, you'll do fine.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's a 3-way
Alright, where we sitting? Where we sitting?
front row, so Drana can actually see.
Yep. Elafi
enough.
specifically has the front row seats. I don't know where the front row seats are going to be, though.
Yeah, as people are crowned in, you see like a kiosk stand taking little fares and handing out tickets. As you, Elafi, walk up and
Mhm.
you meet this ticket master, and he's just like, "Oh, say no more."
Elafi gives him just a nod and it's like, all right, come on, I guess.
1, 3, 4. Here you go, here you go, here you go. He's just like start ripping and handing the tickets out.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the show.
Sure we will.
Oh boy, there's plenty of seating. Where shall we sit, Alafi?
I specifically got us like VIP seats, so you can sit in the front row. Assuming that this is the big central stage here, let's go ahead and sit like, I don't know, here.
Well,
I mean, this is a
Unless
three-ring
these are the
circle.
actual,
these are the seats.
you know.
These are
Yeah.
seats.
Yeah, what you're in is you're in the main circles where you are.
Yeah, unless we want
This
to
would
be
be-
trampled by elephants, I don't think we should sit there.
Could be fun. Not the getting trampled part, the up close view part.
Yeah.
If it's anything like getting hit by a giant, I would not suggest it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I got hit by a tree, if I recall.
Maybe
did,
that's why
actually.
that ogre did nothing to me.
Try to help paint a picture of the.
Yep,
Bunch of commoners.
Commoners, fireball!
Imagine how much
Fireball
XP you can
right
get for
into the
one
ground.
fireball, like right
Oh,
here.
yeah, right now.
All right, so level 3, pulling a carton.
Alright, twin spell me a fireball.
Alright. Now, Tora, I need you to just, like, aim a fireball right over here.
Try and hit as many of the animals and people to get the maximum XP.
I'm not
God.
helping you create a buffet.
Oh, fun.
I thought of something hilarious for you to do at some point.
Hmm.
Instead of picking the spell you're going to cast, you like roll a d4 for spell level and then cast whatever, as if though you're shuffling, just top decking your spell book. It's being like, all right, what do we got? And that's a
Just-
level 3 spell. Here we go, fireball.
That is a,
Just heart of the cards, this shit.
yeah. And that's a grease
Oh,
spell.
we got mood lighting.
Ooh.
Yeah, as the lighting turns low and sort of magical spotlight hits the center stage. The ringmaster, Buress, seemingly appearing out of nowhere.
He's also a wizard.
Huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children and folk of all ages, welcome to the Burgess Brigade. I am your lovely host for the evening, and I thank you all for being out here today. What you have seen out there today is a fantastical day of delight, fantasy, and amazement. What you will find in here is tenfold. And as he raises his arms up, you see this sort of like marching of rows upon rows of carnies and clowns and performer folks. They're bringing in all of the tonight's performance in like a single file line. The music's playing loudly and echoing throughout the tent. You begin to see the giraffes, the elephants, the caged tigers that are being rolled across the circle to just to give you a close-up example and look of what you may be experiencing at the circus tonight. The songs are singing, and Forrest gives that sort of a assurement. Tonight is not only a night of entertainment, but it is one of our history. For the life of our entertainment is the cycle of life itself. And as he waves his hand around, you see this sort of ring begin to emit this mighty fire that lights up the center ring. In a short one, but not sure.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
As the show begins.
Woo.
Next time.
Aw.
Ah.
This has been absolutely fun. I'm so glad y'all enjoyed the fun carnival games I came
I
across.
love it.
Man. No,
I-
1 more hour.
Can't believe you rolled a 4 for the ogre.
And we'll have to see what else we roll next time on Scheduled Conflicts. But I feel there's going to be some festive spirit in the... Stick around.
Mm-hmm.
See what we have in store for you next Thursday. Bye,
Happy
everybody.
holidays, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.